Town Square Media is proud to present to you the best Quad City sports talk radio show in the world. With the face who runs the place, T-Roy, the OG on the marquee, Jaybird, and the cat who runs the chat with the stats, Statman Surge. We are Don't Hassle Us, We're Local. We're not a Quad City sports talk radio show. We're not the Quad City sports talk radio show. We are your Quad City sports talk radio show. Welcome to the conversation, Quad Cities. But first, the Dawn.
Hey, it's a beautiful Thursday, right?
Yes.
It is Thursday here in the Quad Cities, and we're on Don't Hassle Us, a Local AM 1170, brought to you by our friends at Done Right Satellite and Dish. We got my baby the bomber in the house, Jaybird.
You.
And you know him by only his name, Stockpile Gold.
Yes.
T-Roy, that's what it is. We are all rocking just like Don Dockin. Mm-hmm. Dream Warriors, if you will.
Yeah.
Hello, cats and kittens.
So, yeah.
Hi, you crazy cats and kittens. Hi, how are you?
I watched more last night. Oh, Lord help us.
You watched more last night of
I
the
did.
Tiger King?
All the episodes that I fell asleep during, I had to go rewatch it because I was missing a lot of the information. But
Was that before or after you watched episode 1 of MTV's The Challenge Total Madness?
I DVR'd it.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
I know, I'm awful.
First week's in the books of the madness, by the way.
I know.
Friend Sean Duncan won week 1. So
Duncan.
Yeah, happy about that. So we could talk a little bit more about that later. You know what? I thought about this the other day.
What'd you think?
Well, this morning, as I was taking the dog for a walk, because you can still do that apparently.
Is your friend there?
No, that didn't follow up. I really thought that was going to be a thing. It's WrestleMania week, and I'm not even the slightest excited about it.
It's understandable though. I mean, what is there really to be excited about right now?
It's really strange. I have the list of all the matches for WrestleMania, but there's 16 matches over 2 nights.
Okay.
Supposedly, and
so 8 a night. Sorry.
Yeah, and someone can correct me if I'm wrong. Supposedly, these matches have already been filmed.
Oh well, then no wonder you're not excited.
Well, I don't know. I don't know the spoilers or anything like that.
Still,
2 nights. There's no crowd.
Yeah.
No
cheering.
Are they doing it Thursday or
they're doing it Saturday and Sunday? Saturday and Sunday.
Is it because there's no Final Four this year that they're doing a 2-night? Because I have a feeling that if there was the Final Four, there's no way they would, because there wouldn't be an audience.
Yeah, they don't. It's just to create more content over the 2 nights. They just added stuff. So, man, I want to get into it. I'm trying to figure out something. I'm going to reach out to our friend Merrick Brave and figure out if we should do a Twitter thread about it. I have no idea. I mean, there's some good matches on the card. Okay. Brock Lesnar versus Drew McIntyre. Roman Reigns isn't wrestling, so it's Goldberg versus somebody. He's still around, Goldberg.
Yeah, what's the thing going on with Reigns? Did he have a relapse with his leukemia?
His immune system's still susceptible. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
What's Steve? Okay, who's the one that you just said?
Or spent 4 or 5 years in a correctional facility.
Brock Lesnar versus Drew McIntyre. Brock Lesnar versus Drew McIntyre, and then Goldberg versus Roman Reigns.
Okay, no, I don't know any of them.
So Roman Reigns is not going to wrestle Goldberg?
I think instead it's going to be our friend of the show.
Merrick Brave?
That would be cool.
Merrick could kick Goldberg's butt.
I think it's Braun Strowman, the guy who called in.
Oh, I love Strowman.
I know.
What is Goldberg's catchphrase? What's his thing?
He does this. He always says, "Who's next? Who's next?"
Is he still built pretty
Yeah,
hard?
I wonder if they're gonna pipe in the whole thing too, where he walks out through the hallway and then just pipe in the people going Goldberg.
There's nobody to do it.
They'll pipe it in.
Yeah, they'll pipe it.
Oh, you think they're gonna dub it over?
Dude, Stocking's going to be at home. He has a microphone already set up. He's watching it. Right. Stocking talks to Vince McMahon on a regular basis.
Yeah, right. Me and Vince McMahon are not, because I would have told Vince XFL 2 is not going to work.
What do you mean?
Yes,
it was working just fine.
Until
the Chinese attacked.
You're wrong, Stocking.
By the way, that's what happened. The Chinese attacked. I've been seeing all kinds of nasty things, by the way, on the internet.
Well, that's
really?
The internet was nasty and mean.
Well, just
what? What websites? Let me write this down.
So apparently, Chinese nationals were coming to this country, well before we knew the virus is a problem, and going around and buying all the masks up. And then sending them home.
Well, Bob Kraft just bought 1 million masks and brought them back to the United States from China. That was out this morning.
Okay.
So,
but I think he's
private
rebuying
plane.
masks, is what I'm getting at. What, you follow what I'm saying?
Can I?
I don't know if
can I
this
tell
is
you
true or
something?
not, but I'm saying I see this and I'm like, this is unreal to me.
On Tuesday, a friend of ours, Sandy, she has her own podcast, and it goes Facebook Live, and she had her daughter on, and they were having a discussion, and Ava's 13. And Ava said that the masks, in a way, are counterproductive because people are always fidgeting with them, and you're not supposed to touch your face.
More than that, brilliant. She's
Yes,
right. She's correct.
I was like blown away, and my mind was like, "Oh my goodness, she's
and
right."
here, a little side note there that the masks are usually now they're homemade. They're making them at home, so they're fabric. Mm-hmm. The viruses are so small; they're microscopic. They're going to be smaller than any kind of pore in any fabric. You can't stop a virus from. You're not going to not inhale a virus.
There's a certain type of mask that can stop it.
Right, those are the medically
Hazmat.
yes, but these fabric ones that you see all over Facebook and people making them, and I understand that the intentions are good, and yes, of course, that's great. It's not gonna do anything. All you're doing is covering your face. That's it.
It really just wants me. I can take a T-shirt and make a ninja hood. Mm-hmm. Makes me just want to dress up like a ninja and go run around in parkour because with those masks.
See, that's what I want.
They look like Scorpion and Sub-Zero from Mortal
two
Kombat.
samurai swords that have like a magnetic thing,
And
so
then
they just
like,
click on my back right
yes,
here,
help
and then I got all
me.
my things. See, I got my
That
outfit.
sounds like you're the Oakland Raider logo.
I got my outfit for the apocalypse figured out. I'm going to tell you right now,
Me
I'm
too.
ready to go, dude.
Butt naked.
I'm gonna.
Ooh.
I want to.
So I'm going to be at Bomber's house if anybody needs me.
I'm gonna finish the list of matches here, and then I'm gonna tell you something, T-Roy, because for some reason I enjoy starting our show off while getting you really excited and angry.
Dang it.
So,
It's my
I try
fa-
not to do that.
It's my favorite too.
John Cena versus the Fiend Bray Wyatt in a Firefly Funhouse match. I have no idea what that is.
They have a bunch of little fireflies, Jay, and they let them.
The Undertaker versus AJ Styles in a Boneyard match.
The Undertaker's older than I am.
He is very old.
So he's my type.
The Miz, John Morrison versus the New Day.
Like old guys?
The
I like older
Usos
guys, yeah.
Hey, what's up?
triple
49.
in a triple threat ladder match.
Triple threat ladder match?
Triple
Say
threat.
that 3 times.
Edge versus Randy Orton. There's 16 matches. I'm trying to figure out which ones I want.
Edge versus Randy Orton, is that like the
This
Legends
isn't
match?
great.
or-
Yes,
Arctic
basically it's the
Blonde,
last
by the
man
way.
standing
Okay.
match, but
It's
yes,
platinum.
it's very much a Legends.
Platinum.
Will they give him a cane to both of them
I
to
guess-
get up? Because
Well, Undertaker's older than those guys.
How
All
old
right,
is Undertaker? Is he seriously older than me?
The Undertaker
who's
premiered?
Seth- is
The
Seth-
Undertaker premiered at Survivor Series, I believe, in 1989.
Is he hot? I'm gonna Google him right now.
No.
You never know.
Is,
I have weird
is Quad
tastes.
City legend Seth Rollins wrestling in WrestleMania?
Yes, he's wrestling. He's wrestling. He's wrestling Kevin Owens.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Nope.
Yeah, I told you it wasn't pretty.
All right.
Not pretty.
So,
AKA
you
The
ready for this?
Undertaker.
Are you ready for this?
I don't know. Come on. Why do you always get me fired up?
Yesterday, if you followed some things on social media, there's been parades going around of teachers. Like in elementary, they'll go around the neighborhood.
Yeah,
And
Hopewell came by our neighborhood. I waved at all the Hopewell teachers from
You
Vans.
had one yesterday,
I had one too yesterday.
and it was
that I
delightful, wasn't it?
It sure was, Jay.
Did you? It was delightful. You can't say a bad thing about it, could you? Maybe you might felt like I don't know if this is a waste of my time or not, but delightful.
It was. Yes, I understood what I was doing, and it was great for the people to wave.
Bender Middle School did one as well.
My daughter had a blast.
Nothing but good response from everybody, but I don't know, 3 people. And I don't. If you're listening out there, you know who you are. I heard nothing but good things. Delightful. There was a woman that said she teared up. That they were saying hi to her kid, and that's great. And so there was another one scheduled for my kids' elementary for Friday. You understand? Mm-hmm. It's been canceled.
Why?
Because somebody tattled on the people that were out waving to the car saying they weren't practicing social distancing.
Give me a break.
Somebody got a hold of the superintendent, the interim superintendent, and said, hey, just want to let you know, people are not following 6 feet apart social distancing
Which
for this
people?
parade. Probably, like, let's just say, let's
The people that are walking?
without even knowing. That's the thing. You don't know their story. Let's, for example,
Maybe they live together.
yeah,
Yeah.
there's a good one.
Hey, how's it going?
If they're on their front lawn and there's 6 of them, maybe there's a mom and dad and 4 kids.
Yeah, you can't walk within
Yeah.
6 feet of your kids, but you can sleep with them at night. That makes total sense, Nancy.
Canceled. Parade canceled because And it's almost like the email's like, people aren't practicing social distancing. Like, it's almost like you get yelled
I'm so
at.
sick of Karens right now. I'm so sick of all these Karens and Chads. Like, just sit down. Mind your
That's why I
business.
get my samurai sword.
So if
you go.
if you have a friend from next door, they can't come over to the house and play, like checkers or anything.
You're not supposed to, unless you stay 6 feet apart. But now, if you go,
Just everybody mind your own damn a little bit.
Mind
on
your own
some
damn.
of this, like.
But if you
Listen. I have a neighbor that flies for the airlines. Now he and I have talked. We've maintained our distance. His kids are out playing around my kid, but his kids are a little bit older, and they're like, hey, Hazel, we can't touch, so remember to stay away. And she gets it, and she's like, okay. They can still talk and play and have fun. They're outside. They're not jumping on each other. And they're maintaining a distance. They're not touching. They're not, like...
I have my own theories about this, but you have to keep our
you
6
follow
feet
what I'm
apart.
saying. I mean, like in our neighborhood, the neighbors come by...
But it's perfectly okay to go to Walmart and stand right next to a stranger and buy essentials.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just saying, sometimes when you're buying essentials, who touched the essentials?
You know what this is what I'm saying. None of this makes
Who
sense.
squeezed
you
the
guys.
Charmin?
If we
If
all
there's a
There
Charmin.
you go. If there is Sherman.
There is none. It's all gone.
Take
Nancy
bats
and Chad bought it all.
Nancy and Chad.
None of this makes
They
sense.
take
If you
care.
have any kind of just natural logic and reason, that none of this makes any GD sense.
Well, let's just work on making good choices, doing our best to flatten the curve. But you know what? Stay out of everybody else's business.
The curve is flattening, by the way.
I see my neighbors walking. I'm like, hey!
We went to.
I'm so excited to
went
see people.
We were around neighbors, but they actually measured out 6 feet. We had a couple beers on outside. They have a nice private drive.
There's
we
nothing
were
wrong with that.
far apart. I swear to you, I'm not lying to you. Do I worry a little bit about it? I'm like, yeah, maybe, but you need the time to get out a little bit. And again, 6 feet apart. It was measured. We just in case there was anybody. I saw a woman almost wreck her car because she cranked her head 4 times because they could double check, then a triple check, and then a quadruple to stare at us and give us and I was like, this is strange.
People, you have those natural police people. Those natural,
Tell you what,
I'm telling.
they better
those
not
are
come
the
by.
kids that ran down the
They
hallway
come by
in
and give me the
school like
looks.
this.
I'm gonna tell you what they're gonna get. They're gonna get 2 middle fingers right there. and then if they come and they try to yell at me, I'm gonna invade their 6 feet of space and slap them in the face.
It's just amazing to me. Go away.
Like knock it off. Just
we're
I
gonna
get
get in
it.
a fight and
but
then I'm gonna go to
don't
jail.
come at me like that. All right.
Make
I'm not
good
gonna hear
choices is all we're saying. Again, some other bad news. It was reported last night that the 2020 British Open is set to be outright canceled.
That's good for the class.
July 16th is when it was scheduled to begin. This will be the first time the Open has not been played since World War II.
Maybe we can get Tiger to come back.
They
No.
do have an insurance policy with a clause for a global pandemic, so they were okay with the cancellation.
How would they get an insurance clause like that? I was told those are not available for bars.
And another reason that, according to CBS Sports, is that for the quick cancellations, the Open often has the least sunlight of the 4 majors, so holding it beyond the summer would be difficult. And some good news, there is some talk. There's rumors about a Tiger Woods-Phil Mickelson rematch duel.
Oh, Phil Mickelson's my boy.
The last time this happened was
Tiger's
a
my
couple
boy.
years ago around Thanksgiving.
Let's do this.
But there's an interesting twist that's being reported. This one would also feature a couple of celebrity golfers.
We go to 11.
Who though? I want to know who.
Well, names have been floated around are like Tom Brady and Peyton Manning.
Nope, not watching.
Yeah. I like it. How about Tony
How about
Romo?
Peyton Manning and Michael Jordan versus Michael Jordan?
He's
But
a
Michael
golfer.
Jordan
He's
would
not
be
that
good.
good of a golfer.
No,
Well,
he's a great golfer.
What about Michael
Peyton
Jordan and
Manning's
Steph
not.
Curry?
How about Tony Romo and Michael Jordan?
I like Tony Romo idea.
He's a good golfer.
I like Tony Romo's personality.
According to
He's
who was
nice.
this from
He's
CBS
nice.
Sports?
He's a nice guy.
Kyle Porter, the golf guy at CBSSports.com, he thought Donald Trump and Barack Obama would be interesting.
Sign me up. God,
That
I
would
would.
be so great.
I would have a viewing party.
Dude.
Oh my God.
As long as they're 6 feet apart, right?
No.
No, they gotta make out.
Some other
They
other
gotta
odds and
make
ends.
And then by the way, while they're making out, the 2 former flotuses, they gotta make out too. That's what I would.
Oh,
watch.
I do not want to see that.
Oh yeah. Michelle and Melania making out.
Melania?
Little-
Try Melania.
Melania, whatever.
My
little,
goodness.
Little Eminem going on.
Gross. Well, I mean, Michelle's a dude, so it's all good.
No, she's not.
I'm joking. It's a joke. It's a rumor. Come on, play along.
No shocker, the 2020 London series between the
got
Cardinals
great
and the
arms.
Cubs, which was scheduled June 13th to
very
the
beautiful.
14th, has been...
She is.
I think they both are, actually. That's
Canceled.
why I want to see them make out.
Yeah, I think Michelle would beat Melania.
Now,
in a
both
fight,
of
though.
those games are Cardinal home games. So if they would pick up the schedule in June, those games would be a
What's that got to do
push.
with the two first ladies making out?
I'm trying to get the show
Absolutely
back on the
nothing.
rails.
Thank you, Stocking. See? I got the real teacher in here.
Oh,
I have the
now
real
you got a
teacher.
real teacher
Yeah,
in here.
I got the real teacher in here.
All right, well, I'm taking it off the rail again.
No.
I was thinking.
All right, I got a question for you
we-
before we go too far down this thing. All right, how many people in here have ever seen Monty Python's Holy Grail?
I have not.
I've heard of it, but I haven't
not.
seen it.
All right, so I actually tried to watch it yesterday. Internet's out at the house, by the way. Great time
Why?
for that. I'll tell you off air. It's a long story.
Okay.
So, I put it on, and I'm watching the first 10 minutes. By the way, do you know that our friends at Single Speed, you know how they got the name for coconut migration?
They got it from...
That movie.
Yeah.
I figured out in the first 5 minutes. I'm like, what's up with the coconut? Coconuts don't migrate. I got so sick of the British accents within 10 minutes. I'm like, I can't do this. I
wouldn't be able
cannot
to
do
do it either.
this. I can't do it. I'm sorry. It might be one of the greatest, funniest shows ever, or movies ever, and I know people love it. So out there in the Harrington's Pub comment line, if you want to yell at me for not liking it, I'm with you. That's fine. I'll take it. I'll take the yelling. But yeah, but at least I got to figure out why they named their beer the Coconut Migration. So I learned
like
one
it. It's
thing
different.
from 10 minutes of that, and then I was done.
Well, we should learn something.
Congratulations to your Cowboys on signing Alden Smith to a one-year deal. He hasn't played since 2015. So,
Good luck
he
with
do?
that.
He's a
So-
defensive end.
yeah.
Why hasn't he played since then?
Because he gets in
He's-
trouble.
Yeah, he's had some DUIs and
Aaron Hernandez Jr.
you know, some problems with the
Who did he
with
play
the
for
law.
last? Who did he play for last?
He hasn't.
He played for the 49. He was drafted by the 49ers
last.
and then played for the Raiders, I believe, last.
All right. Well, we'll see what happens. Jay, one year contract.
1 year, $4 million.
It's based on his reinstatement, though.
Yeah, he's got to get cleared by the commish.
I need some defensive end help anyway.
Stock just said commish. I love it.
We've got Stocking in
Commish.
studio with us.
Oh, Michelle, make out with me. Oh,
Ew,
lady.
I wouldn't make out with either one of
Oh,
those.
Lord.
Stocking, it's good to have you back.
Sorry about Troy.
Unfortunately, you guys aren't in school right now, but
Rainey
we're
is
the,
used to it
we're the
huge.
fortunate ones here. For
Barack,
that.
she likes it huge. Be careful over there.
We're the fortunate ones for this,
I'm
though.
hiding in the best spot.
You've got
Best
some
spot,
things that
probably
you
the
want to
best
talk about that we'll talk with you, and I've got a game for you and T. Roy to play a little bit later on. So
Michelle and I are not normally into swinging, but
Oh!
I do like Melania. What? Oh,
Of
I'm
course
just
he does.
sorry.
We're still on air, I thought.
yeah, we got to read an ad. We got to go to break. We'll be back. Stocking. We're going to talk sports.
Am I offensive?
I
Well,
love
you're not
it.
offensive at all.
I'm just
Yeah.
joking
If
around.
But you know, Dad,
You're
you've got to
fine.
yell at us.
Everybody would love to see that. I'm telling you right now.
I would
That's
not
that's
love
that's what you get out of those guys playing golf.
Oh, I would
that's
love
where your
not
brain
to
goes.
see that. I would
I'm going
pitch
to
it
also
not
tell you
to
this:
see that.
the game that we have has specific rules. So any
So
rules
T-Ray can't change
you,
it.
you can't change it.
You T-Ray proved your game.
I'm going to
Son of
describe.
a-
Yeah, I'm going to describe it to you. Yes. All right.
All
We're
right.
so screwed.
All right, guys. I know my friends down at Front Street Brewery are fighting through this pandemic, and they are offering meals for pickup at the restaurant, which is located at 208 East River Drive. And they are filling growlers at the tap room. So make sure you get in there and fill up some Davenport Gold, Wise Guy, Raging River, or some of that awesome Cherry Bomb Blonde. Check out their Facebook page so you know exactly when, where, and what's going on, or visit the webpage at www.frontstreetbrew.com. Once again, get some food at the restaurant, 208 East River Drive, or fill up your beer in the tap room. That's at the Freight House Complex. Those are our friends from Front Street Brewery.
This is Randall, the QC hot dog guy. You're listening to Don't Hassle Us, We're Local.
ESPN 1170 AM.
Sheedy Family Chiropractic is your choice for chiropractic care in the Quad Cities. Chronic problems, joint pain, or recent injury, don't let pain slow you down. Sheedy Family Chiropractic in Davenport can help decrease your pain and improve range of motion, keeping your busy life moving. Same-day appointments available most days for new patients and $20 sports physicals. Call today or visit SheedyChiro.com. That's SHEEDY Chiro.com. Sheedy Family Chiropractic, getting you back to work, play, and life.
Hey, this is Eric at Winger Truck Line, where we have been in continuous operation without a layoff for 74 years, and we are hiring drivers. During this unprecedented time in our nation's history, Winger Truckline is staying strong and hiring for regional home weekends. We are busy serving our families, our customers, and our nation. How about you? Call me today, 800-593-6433, or see us online at drivewtl.com. Let's go.
Gulick and Wingo.
I'm done with all you coaches talking about how you don't like the transfer portal. You can all stick it as far as I'm concerned. I mean, that's getting ridiculous about how you can do what you want, and that's cool. Again, I'm fine with that, but I absolutely think that a player should have one freebie move, and I'm done with you coaches and talking about that. You know, and players being able to have a little bit of movement on their side.
Coaches need to be a lot smarter on how they
a lot quieter. Well, you know?
Gulick and Wingo. Mornings on the Quad City Sports Leader, ESPN 1170 AM.
When storm damage hits, All Major Restorations is your insurance claim specialist. Loose or missing shingles, dented siding, or damaged windows. All Major Restorations of the Quad Cities works with your insurance company, making the process quick and easy. The insurance company has people fighting for them. Let All Major Restorations work for you. Residential, commercial, and industrial. There's a reason they have an A+ accredited Better Business Bureau rating. Storm damage estimates are always free. Visit amrestorations.com. All Major Restorations of the Quad Cities.
See, very intrigued by the Dan Le Batard Show on ESPN Radio.
I think steak is one of the most overrated foods. When people say, what's the meal you want, the best meal you can have, people say a good ribeye, a good New York strip, and I just think that those are overrated. And I'm always going to go maybe some seafood, some nice chicken dish. I just prefer that stuff over the steak.
I firmly disagree with that assessment.
I think most people would.
The most overrated food is lobster. It's the cockroach of the sea. That's right, I said it.
These are shocking things. All right, put it on the poll, Guillermo. Is steak overrated? Is lobster overrated? Do you eat the fat? Because Stugotz is saying the fat is the best thing. I don't think a lot of people think the fat is the best thing. Do they?
It's so good. Like, you ever just grill a ribeye and at the very end on the edges, there's that fatty part of it.
Oh,
it is
right in the garbage.
Right off the right in the garbage. I'm going to throw you in the garbage. What's the matter with you?
The Dan Le Batard Show, 9 till noon on the Quad City Sports Leader, ESPN 1170 AM.
Make your next new or used purchase a slam dunk at Sexton Ford. With a huge selection of new Ford cars and trucks, you'll have the full court press advantage each and every time. You'll be treated like a star from sales to service, auto body to parts. Sexton also has a strong bench of mildly used vehicles too. Why wait? The game's on at Sexton Ford in Moline.
Oh yeah, Sexton Ford is the talk of the town.
Whatever bridge you get stuck on, stick with us. The Quad City Sports Leader, ESPN 1170 AM.
All right, we're back here in the Hassle Castle, everybody. Brought to you by Dunright Satellite and Dish. And you're listening to Don't Hassle Us. We're local on AM 1170. In house with Stockpile Bomber, Jaybird, and T-Roy.
On the Harrington's Pub Facebook comment thread, I think Easer A's is right, and that's a sad thing to think about, that the Field of Dreams game in
when
August,
is it scheduled to play? August?
Yeah, between the White Sox and the Yankees probably is going to be canceled.
I imagine that's going to go kaput. I mean, the season's going to start back up. They're not going to play one game there. They'll just reschedule it for next year.
Hopefully, yeah. I mean, when you look at the schedule for this year, I think, they're talking July 4th. I think maybe the best thing for baseball would be to start with the All-Star break. Have the first game as the All-Star game. Have people vote. Try and get some interest in, for the game.
How can you vote? What are you voting on? Last year?
Yeah, or it's the fans' game. The fans want to see. It's who the fans want to see.
I think the season starts June 1st.
I want to see Mike Trout play at Dodger Stadium.
Why do you think July 4th?
Well, that's what I've been hearing. But I'm saying, I would start with the All-Star game.
I'm not questioning you. I'm not doubting you. But
I've seen on a lot of people talking, like Jeff Payson and several of the people on ESPN saying if the season they're looking at the 4th of July. Because there's been talk that the players are going to have another spring training. And then probably the best start would be the 4th of July. For me personally, I would start with the All-Star game. Have it as a way to celebrate the game, celebrate the fans. It's the fans' game anyway. And people want to see the best in the. I want to see Mike Trout play at Dodger Stadium against Clayton Kershaw. For in the All-Star game. That's what the All-Star game was meant to be. The best players in the game playing, and in a site that you don't usually see, and it's the fans' game. The All-Star game started as the fans' game.
That's why I'd be the first to go.
I hate to say this.
Because it's the fans' game.
I hate to say this, but I would rather just see them cancel the entire season than if they're going to do it like that.
They're not going to cancel. I doubt they would cancel the entire season, but I don't want to see them playing World Series games in November in Miami with the Cubs and the Yankees playing the World Series. That does not.
How do you know the Cubs are making it?
I'm just saying. I'm using it as an example.
I thought so.
But no one wants, or like, do you really want to see who's your T-Roy? Who's your favorite team?
Well, it's the Cubs.
All right. Do you want to see the Cubs and the Yankees or the Indians and the Cardinals playing a World Series in Florida or Hawaii around Christmas? No, that's not.
Actually,
Hawaii would be cool. Florida, not so much.
Christmas, Hawaii, yes. If you put it like that, yes. Christmas in Hawaii.
Yeah, but you're not going to be there, though.
I've been around Hawaii at Christmas. Hawaii is very warm around Christmas time.
Come on, you want to name it. Boom, chicka, boom, chicka, boom.
Is that Big Bugs Bunny?
No, it's from Wayne's World.
Oh.
But I don't think that's going to... I would rather have the World Series played in the home city. I think that if they're going to probably get about 80 to 100 games in.
I think the season starts June
like in
1st.
81.
I think they get people back. Well, no, you're probably right. There's too many hot spots. The problem is New York. New York's really bad. California's not that bad.
No, their curve has flattened in San Francisco from what I saw last night in the news.
California is really
Chicago, though's bad.
California is the place you ought to be, so they moved the whole league and moved to Beverly.
Oh, gross!
I don't know how I got it. I follow a guy on Twitter. Is really cool. His name's Junior on Twitter, and him and I had a fun day one day when I was home with Hazel, and we were trying to blame each other's state on bad people. He was trying to blame us for Tom Arnold, and I said, "You have Ted Bundy," and he was trying to pass Ted Bundy off on somebody else, and I said, "Wait a minute, you get Ted Bundy." I looked it up. He was giving me a hard time. I said, "Wait a minute, I would actually rather have Ted Bundy than Tom Arnold. So do you want to trade?" And he wouldn't trade me. So anyway, we made a friendship on Twitter over just something fun. But I know Seattle got hit
first.
Now I don't know what's going on in Florida right now.
Oh.
I don't know if it's up or down.
Do we ever know what's going on in Florida?
I don't know. All I know is that they got rid of the spring breakers.
Well, that was,
Oh, did you see those interviews?
Those were
that didn't help.
That was jaywalking
with all
interviews.
the retirees that live in Florida too. The thing though with Florida and with what little I do understand about the virus is higher temperatures make it harder for the virus to.
No, it's not. Yes, you're correct.
Higher temperatures are making it harder.
So it will come back in the fall.
Well, it's any virus.
We're hoping it's not like that swine flu. We're hoping that we come up with something different, and we hope, yeah. But if it's coming back in the fall, and we're dealing with baseball,
Florida
we're dealing with
just
football,
a
let's see
dumpster
what
fire.
happens.
Yeah.
But at least now we know if it's coming back in the fall, and we know about this quarantine type thing, maybe we can have some better practices.
It's never going to work when you quarantine this people and not these people, and then this group of people and not these people. It's never going to work. This is so pointless.
Yeah.
It's pointless.
And then I hear horror stories about what's going on in China, Jay, by the way.
That they fudged the numbers by over 100,000?
Not just that. By the way, everything is shut down in China except for one factory, very close to the Wuhan province, right? Or very close to the Wuhan. It's in the province, whatever. Not a Chinese demographic dude, okay? But so this factory has been blowing smoke out of it ever since this has been going nonstop.
Mm-hmm.
They think they're burning bodies.
They're not.
They're burning dead bodies.
Well,
to hide.
Let's move on to.
I'm just saying, if that's true,
it's not
I don't know if it's true. I'm just saying.
Turn your TVs off, you guys, because I can't stress this enough that the mainstream media lies to you every day.
Well, I didn't find that on mainstream media, but I'm just saying, if that's the truth,
they're not burning bodies.
What were they doing with the dead bodies?
In China?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe not here.
In China, you don't have any possessions.
In China, you
hardly have anything.
It's dictatorship. Yeah, you don't have rights.
So I'm just saying they might be burning dead bodies in China.
They might. Well,
I don't know.
But they also lied about the numbers.
Well, that's what I'm getting at, Leah.
I have a friend that works in the healthcare field, and they have told me personally that people will die from other things, and they will change the cause of death to corona.
In China?
After the fact here. That this is happening in multiple facilities.
All right. Well, I don't want to hear that.
Facilities.
To me,
different medical facilities. I got a friend that works in the medical field, and they say people are dying at different facilities. I just tease you.
Stocking.
Yes.
How do you handle this as an educator? What are they telling you to do? Are they telling you to get lesson plans together? I mean, what do they expect the parents to do?
Well, see, the problem is in the state of Iowa, we can put things on like Google Classroom and that, but we can't force the kids to do it. We can't grade it.
Mm-hmm.
We can't give them a grade or say if you don't turn this in, your grade's going to go down, or if you do this, it's extra credit. So we're only giving stuff out that's like enrichment activities for like parents and that to do. So it's sort of like we're really sort of hamstrung by the fact that we can't get the kids to do the stuff or even watch the stuff. It's just enrichment.
So my theory is this. Basically, you can also give suggestions. You can give suggestions of like movies to watch.
Right.
Yeah, so it's kind of like when I was a teacher. So
see, I swear Jay would have been my favorite teacher if I had
I would have been
Jay.
your favorite teacher.
Mr. Foster, what are we watching today?
I would have
been a suck up. You would have liked me because I would have been like, Mr. Foster, I get your jokes.
We did when we did our Iowa geography unit. We watched Field of Dreams afterwards as a reward.
You're absolutely right, you did.
When we did our United States geography unit, we were done. We watched Dumb and Dumber. They travel across the country. You realize that, right?
Yeah.
It makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I did one time.
Espn, where the women flow like the...
Out of all the things I watched, I had the kids watch, and I kid you not.
The Flamingos at Capistrano,
all
or what
the
does
things,
it say?
I got talked to by an administrator that said, I understand you showed Dr. Seuss's The Lorax. And I said, oh, yeah, I sure did. And she was like, she said,
Who asked you this?
It was an administrator. She was an associate. She was like, well, I got a call from a parent, and we're just wondering, and I just don't know if that's right. And I said, well, what I want you to do is I want you to go look up the 5 themes of geography. Just Google it for examples. Just give me an example of the 5 themes of geography, which is the backbone of geography.
Right.
If it doesn't come up in your searches, the Lorax, the original, within the first 5 down on your SEO, then I will be shocked. So go do it, and then after that I won't. And I never heard from her again. Out of all the things I showed, it is the one that was the most
Lorax.
legit. Yeah. It's human and environmental interaction. It's the number one thing if you look at the 5 themes of geography.
The fact that you put those together, that's what separated you.
I can't. But that's the one thing out of what I just told you. The movies that I watched. I don't even know how I worked in School of Rock. But one time I had the kids watch School of Rock. I figured I somehow made it a standard and a benchmark.
I'd have them watch Bad Teacher and be like, listen.
It's school appropriate. I think we did something about Che Guevara when we did the Cuba unit. I don't know. Yeah.
Harry, my hands are freezing.
Yeah. Yeah. We're in the Rockies.
We're in Rockies.
I'm gonna kill you,
Harry. I'm gonna kill you, Lloyd.
It's got to be frustrating though, Stock.
Is
everything
that because when you look at it, we're there with the students all year, and and now we can't really talk to them, we can't really teach them. And also, you look at this time of the year, you got proms, you got graduation. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of fun stuff going on at the end of the year, and you can't.
Well, this is your crescendo, though. This is, as a teacher, though, this is you with everything they've learned throughout the year coming to that.
Yeah, and we're not having that great, final symphony. We're having sort of like a.
I mean, let me ask you, Stock. Let's just say that
horns.
You were telling me as of right now, you guys think you're going back on the 13th,
right?
So
that's what we were told yesterday, but that could change. Yeah,
but let's say you go back April 21st. So between then and let's say May 31st, is there enough time to get everything done, cram it all in?
Well, theoretically, possibly, but in Davenport, we still have a week of third term left. Before we would have the way that the schedule was originally, after spring break, we would have 3 days and then 2 days of finals.
You got to just cram everything in.
Can
you do it?
It depends. I mean, it depends on the content.
Can we do it? Add a week on after that. Add a week.
Well,
on. So
Bettendorf, I know, is going to June 12th.
What?
Yeah,
Bettendorf is?
Yes.
Okay, what's Moline going to? Because that's where I live, and I haven't been paying attention.
I have not seen, but I know that Bettendorf added a week to June 12th.
Oh Lord!
I mean, you could, but it really depends on the content and the course. I mean, you can, if you're in like AP English, you can only read so much before your mind starts going, before your eyeballs and your mind start going crazy. And also in some courses, you have, like, if you have, say, 25 kids in your class, you may have 10 seniors and 15 underclassmen or something like that.
Hold on a second.
And seniors leave early.
Hold on 1 second, though. Can't you find a way to get creative? And I know we're getting off of sports here, which is what we do, so I don't know why I had to mention that. But can't you turn around and if you assign a book, can't they make a 30-second TikTok video about it and then show their creativity of how they comprehend it? 100% they could, and they have the ability to. And I tell you what, if you were in a classroom and you decided that you can do a book report or whatever else, or you gave an alternative assessment, or you can make a TikTok video, 95% of them would make a TikTok. But because they're at home now, they'll go, what? Nuh-uh. So just do it. It's not hard to do.
Nike.
Reminds me of the old Metallica song, Crash Course in Brain Surgery.
100%. That's where I was going with that, T-Roy. Thank you for picking up what I was laying down.
Yeah.
I have no idea what that means. Yeah.
It's a great song. Crash Course in Brain Surgery. I'm just saying, a crash course and everything. It's going to have to happen. Otherwise, these kids, think about this. It's going to be like the blip for Marvel Universe. They're going to have to come back and do the whole half year. How do you come back and do a whole half year over? You're basically going to tell these kids, you thought you were graduating in 2020.
Lies!
So they're saying that the governor's going to announce that it's mandatory online education?
Did you see my post about how I'm supposed to?
All right, then how do we deal with kids who have parents that can't afford to do it?
Anderson's on the Harrington's Pub Facebook comment thread, and he's saying that's why they have to have 100% participation in the survey that went through email, by the way. So if you don't have the internet, the parents or anything, but they need 100% to figure out who has internet access and who doesn't.
Mm-hmm. Well, I just ignore my emails because I'm not doing it. I'm
Well,
busy.
but you've got a lot of kids that, their families can't afford it.
There's people that can't
Yes,
afford
they
it.
have
Like, they really
Chromebooks,
can't.
but
I can't
a lot
afford
of
it
places
soon.
don't have a lot of
Good
places
point.
don't have hotspots for the kids to sign up.
Well,
and,
if I don't have internet at my house right now.
I'm living off savings right now. My internet's going to be shut off in 30 days because we don't take paychecks as owners of companies so that our employees can get paid. So I'm in the same boat as most of these people who aren't going to be able to afford internet or cable.
Well,
or
here's the
anything
other
else.
thing. If you've got like 3 kids
with
at
Leah.
home, and you got, say, a 12-year-old, the 12-year-old's sort of like, you're going to be in charge, you're babysitting your brothers and sisters. How are they going to be? You can't tell them.
If mom and dad are able to work.
Well, yeah, but I mean,
that's the thing. We don't know. Every household is different right now. Every household, you don't know if they're working from home. Is the parent on a necessity list? Like Anderson, for example, he has to go to work.
Right.
There's people that could be in the healthcare field,
or
like my wife. She's in a
work
field
in
where
grocery. They
work
work
in
at a
grocery,
store.
or my wife takes care of elderly,
Yeah.
so she has to be there.
Right.
Yeah. But
You can't do that from home.
75% of Americans are non-essential, and I'm one of them. And what I'm
not
seeing,
essential either.
But what I'm but the point I'm making is there are some
each other.
kids that are having to watch their brothers and sisters,
I'm with you,
and they
Scott.
can't they can't focus in on the lesson because the worst thing is when they say when kids are quiet, that's when they're at their most devious.
Yeah.
Brother and sister might be doing something and that they're not supposed to, that could get them hurt, and the 12-year-old's gotta say, hold up, I gotta go see what they're doing, and it's very hard.
It's chaos, and this is why most parents send their kid. They work during the day because their kids are in school. So I see all these, and I was a stay-at-home mom for 5.5 years, so I understand. But in both my kids being home, there's no way I'm going to get an email from the school district saying, okay, you have to implement these teaching plans. You have to do 7 subjects, and then you have to submit these grades. I don't work for the school district, and all I'm trying to do is survive and keep my kids.
Well, the other thing is,
right now.
if you have a student that's special needs.
I have a gifted student, and she's smarter than me. How am I supposed to teach her right
But
now?
no, but what I'm saying is, if you have like my brother has special needs, he's borderline EMH TMH, which is borderline between educational and trainable. It's very how are you? Where we there's special standards and accommodations that they have that we can't just do over the internet. So I mean, it's a very,
Right. 100%.
I mean, it's out of my pay grade, and there are people
How
that
is he,
are
how is
handling
he
it.
doing though? Like with this, because your brother is very much a social butterfly.
Oh yeah, he's having a problem with it. But,
Right.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I can see like him not like being able to cope with it very well. And that's something we, you know, you don't think about that until a certain situation that you know.
He's having issues with it, but
Mm-hmm.
you know, we're trying, you know, we're dealing with it the best we can because he can't understand all the things with it. But you know, if you're a teacher, you know, we're supposed to have kids have accommodations, and I mean, it's out of my pay grade. I'm glad I'm not having to deal with it because it is stuff that I never thought I would need to know or want to know. And there are people that, you know, thankfully in our districts that do specialize in dealing with stuff like that. So, I mean, they're going to make the best decision that they can, and we're going to, you know, we'll implement whatever they tell us. But it is a very difficult thing right now.
We cannot implement that. That there are so many
No,
households that cannot implement any of this.
Right, whatever they tell us to do as teachers, we're going to do because that's
teachers.
our job. Yeah.
As parents, we can't do everything they tell us to do.
Right, but what
It's
I'm
not
saying
possible.
is, as a teacher, we're going to do whatever the state and whatever our district tells us to do. We're going to do to the best of our abilities.
Absolutely.
By the way, I mean, you know, your brother's a Vikings fan. How'd you let that happen?
Because he was a Brett Favre fan.
All right.
He was a Brett Favre fan because for years we thought he was a Packer fan, and then when Favre went to the Jets, my brother goes, "I'm a Jets fan." We're like going, I go, "You don't even know who the Jets are." He goes, "Favre." And I'm like going, "Oh great, that means he's a Favre fan." So then he went to the Vikings. So then we had to buy all sorts of Viking gear.
All right.
When Jay Cutler got hurt that year and broke his thumb.
Yeah.
And there was talk that the
Which
Bears
time?
might the year after Favre retired finally.
Okay.
There was talk that the Bears were going to possibly look at Game Favre, and my mom was praying that that they would sign Brett Favre.
Is your mom a Bears fan?
Yes.
Okay.
So that my mom could get my brother back to being a Bears fan because
bless her.
you know how hard it is for a Chicago Bears fan like my mom to put up Green Bay Packer and Minnesota Viking ornaments on her tree.
Yeah.
That is, you know.
It cuts deep.
Let alone you're a Cowboy fan.
Well, she can stand the Cowboys. She's reconciled with that. But Vikings and Packers, the two arch enemies of the Bears. I mean,
you know who we never talk about as an arch enemy of the Bears is the Lions.
Well, yeah, the
Lions. How does
the
Randazzo deal with that just lack of respect?
Well, the Lions, the last time them and the Bears were arch enemies was in '56 when Bobby Lane got taken out by Ed Meadows.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Who didn't remember that?
Yeah, of course. I do.
Hey, do you guys know that the Chicago Bears have the most NFL wins
ever? Yes.
Good for them.
700.
It's the Patriots. I think Patriots are second, correct?
No. Packers are second.
Packers, you're correct. And then Patriots.
No,
not
Patriots
even
are
close.
down the line because for many years the
You
Patriots
got
were.
The Cardinals are probably in there. The Cardinals.
No, I think it's
All
maybe
I know
the
is
Steelers.
my Chiefs
Maybe
are like number 40.
No,
the Eagles. The Eagles are going to be up there. The Giants will be
Giants.
up there. You got to go
Cowboys
back.
are
To,
like
you got to go
12th.
back to teams that were playing in the 30s and 40s.
I was reading about this yesterday. I'm like, oh, I didn't know that.
Well, we'll get to know your history later when we play a game at 1 o'clock.
The Cowboys weren't founded until 1960.
We have to take a break, and we'll get to know your history here soon. But first, 19 years ago today, Ichiro made his debut for the Seattle Mariners, going 2 for 5 with 1 run scored in a win over the Oakland Athletics. He was the first Japanese position player to play in a Major League Baseball game, paving the way for more Japanese players to follow and ultimately becoming one of the greatest hitters of all time. Some of the numbers.
He was the first position player?
Position, yes.
Who was the first pitcher? Do we all remember that?
There was a guy in the Giants.
Nomo.
No, there was a guy. There was a guy in the '60s from the Giants. Naguzi or something. Shigezi Naguzi, I think.
That sounds racist.
No, I can't remember the guy's name, but that's why
I thought it was Hideo Nomo for the Dodgers.
No, it's not Hideo Nomo.
Benghazi, what?
Shigezi Naguzi
All right,
in the '60s.
Anyway,
for the Giants.
by the numbers between Major League Baseball And in Japan, where he played, he had 3,089 hits in Major League Baseball and 1,278. He has the most recorded hits in professional baseball history.
He has 3,800 in MLB?
No, 3,089 hits.
In MLB?
Yes.
Holy cow.
In MLB?
In the Major League Baseball.
And he
Yes,
came over.
MLB.
And he
Someone
came
say
over
MLB
at how
one more
old
time.
was he when he came over, Jay?
He had 1,278.
No, how old was he when he came over?
Oh, I would say about 24, 25 maybe.
Legal by Bomber standards.
In 2004, Ichiro set the Major League Baseball single-season hits record with 262, breaking George Sisler's 84-year-old record of 257. He is just one of 2 players in Major League Baseball history with 10 200-hit seasons. They all came consecutively to begin his career. The other person is Pete Rose. He's also one of just 2 players in Major League Baseball history to earn the MVP and Rookie of the Year in the same season. The other one, Stocking?
Rookie of the Year and what?
And MVP in the same season.
Oh.
I think it was 79.
Not Eddie Murray, maybe?
Freddie Lynn.
Fred Lynn was 75.
Then he won in 75. All right, so we come back. We'll talk a little bit about the NFL draft. You got some ideas there, Stock?
Yes,
and 1
I do.
o'clock, we have a game. 1 o'clock sharp. I'm going to give the directions of the game. There is no changing my rules, T-Roy, of the game.
You heard?
And we'll also have to talk Iowa football schedule.
We'll talk Iowa football schedule after the game. It's not going to take us a full hour to play that game, so we're going to do that.
Read an ad, Bomb.
I'm trying. You guys won't stop talking.
That's what I'm saying.
Tim Hernandez wants you to focus and quit interrupting Bomber when she's trying to read this ad on new
Feel my
and
pain.
fun ways to get fit for yourself and your family. ID Life wants you to be healthier, Troy, have more energy, get better sleep, Jay, and achieve more focus. ID Life is a health and wellness company that is revolutionizing the industry with customized nutrition. The ID Life name stands for Individually Designed Life and was founded on the principle that no 2 people are alike. So everyone has unique nutritional needs. Tim Hernandez is your guy in the Quad Cities to offer your personalized guidance that is tailored specifically to your health factors and personal goals. Troy, do you have any? Do you have health problems that may be holding you back? The doctors and scientists develop what nutrients you should be taking and what supplements will benefit you the most. Go to qchealth.idlife.com to sign up for an unconditional, no questions asked, 30-day money-back guarantee. Call Tim Hernandez today at 563-508-7221 so he can show you that what makes ID Life different is you.
I can't believe you said to her, that's what I'm talking about. Like, feel my pain. I always get interrupted when I'm trying to read. Like, now welcome to my world, Bomber. I can't believe you just did that. Yeah.
This is Brian Rothenberger, radio guy for the Quad City Storm. You're listening to Don't Hassle Us, We're Local.
ESPN 1170 AM.
MidAmerican Energy and you, together partnering to change the energy landscape by pioneering money-saving, energy efficiency programs and building a new industry in Iowa, wind energy, all while keeping your rates low. So what's next? We'll keep delivering cost-effective energy efficiency programs while putting money back in your pocket. That's right. You decide how best to spend your savings. That's a partnership good for you, good for the environment, and good for Iowa. Another way we're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Some knowledge belongs to us and us alone. The way our girlfriends walk, the way they talk, the way they touch their hair. We hold details that only a sister can know about her girls. But what about our other girls? The ones that we carry with us every day. Can we describe them when everything's right? Can we feel when something's wrong? Our bond with our sister girls gives life. But knowing your breasts can save it. Go to knowyourgirls.org for the facts you need on breast health. That's knowyourgirls.org. Brought to you by Susan G. Coleman and the Ad Council.
Are you sitting at home wondering what to do? Right now, you can help the most vulnerable children in our community from the comfort of your home. Every pre-order you place for the Big Brothers Big Sister plant sale in May will help children and their families right now. And all pre-orders, no matter what you spend, can be delivered to your home. Place your order today by going to plantsale.org. That's plantsale.org. Help grow potential in QC kids.
This is Joanne Jenkins, CEO of AARP. The coronavirus continues to affect us all, and we are here actively supporting you and your community. Every day, we're providing trusted information from top health experts, sharing tools to help protect families from fraud, and creating resources to support family caregivers everywhere. As always, you can count on AARP to advocate for you and your family. Join us and stay connected at aarp.org/coronavirus.
Sweet strawberry icing. You were strolling along in Goodwill when just past that mid-century side table and denim jacket you spotted them, nestled in their display case. Miniature donut earrings. Oh, yes! Yes! Your favorite half-breakfast pastry, half-all-day dessert food, made into your favorite form of ear candy. Oh my. Those bejeweled sprinkles have satisfied some unknown hunger within you. Shh. Do you smell that? That's the sugary scent of shopping success. For this is Goodwill. And with every item you buy, you fund local job training and more. So go forth. Bring home those donut earrings. And bring home so much good to your community. Goodwill. Bring good home. Brought to you by Goodwill and the Ad Council.
O'Reilly. When you need auto parts, O'ReillyAuto.com is just a few clicks away. We offer convenient options for you to get your parts quickly. Order online and pick up for free at your local O'Reilly Auto Parts store. Or you can have your parts delivered right to your door with free shipping on most orders over $35. Visit O'ReillyAuto.com.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Follow ESPN 1170 AM on Facebook for local news and live video from Don't Hassle Us, We're Local. The Quad Cities sports leader is ESPN 1170 AM.
Hey, Quad Cities. We are back here in the Hassle Castle, brought to you by Done Right Satellite and Dish. And you're listening to Don't Hassle So Local on ESPN 1170.
In that 4 short minutes, Stocky and I started a conversation about OJ on Twitter, talking about the Tiger King, to now having a debate of whether or not he did it or not. What a great 4 minutes.
It was a great 4 minutes.
Yeah. Sorry, you guys missed that.
And I really wish that right now we could get more people to go check out our Friends for Locals Love Us, Jay.
Oh, now that you mention it, I'm glad. Go ahead.
Are they doing the voting soon? Is that going to be happening, Chops? I don't know. Chopper's sending me all kinds of stuff.
He's been doing stuff for Facebook. If you go to Locals Love Us, Quad Cities Locals Love Us, and you go to their Facebook page, they do a lunch for 2 every day, and they do a drawing at night around 9:30, or they announce it at 9 between 9 and 10. And tomorrow's lunch is going to be lunch for 2 from the Tangledwood. What you do is you share their post. You tag you like it, and you tag person in a comment that you'll have lunch with. The winner of that, what Chopper will do is he'll contact them via Facebook. Okay.
Gotcha.
And he'll say like, "Hey, check out the menu. What would 2 of you like?" Then Chopper orders it from Grubhub. Grubhub sends it to you and your friend. You get to have lunch for 2. It's really neat.
Yeah.
To be honest with you,
sounds good.
It's a nice thing to do. So you should go out there and do that. Real quick, want to remind everyone, take a guess how many people signed up for our MTV The Challenge, thanks to and on the website realtvfantasy.com. It's okay that you didn't do it.
I couldn't figure it out, Jay. I'm telling you right now, this thing was.
Hey, it's okay.
I wanted to. I really wanted to. I don't. You think I didn't? See, no. I don't want you to think I didn't.
I don't think you wanted. I don't think that you didn't want to. You said at the end of the show, you said, "Call me and we'll do it off the air," and I didn't call you, so don't say that.
But I did try again
the guy
when
who
I got
runs
home.
It, Peter, he actually was listening to us go back and forth. He's like, "I hope your co-host got in after the trouble he had." Guess how many people signed up?
40.
27.
You're halfway there, Stock.
50.
54?
55. Yeah. We had 55 people
we
sign
are
up for it.
popular.
55 people signed up for our MTV The Challenge fantasy.
Did
and
you
the
get
thing
in?
is, I need to ask Peter to see if people can get in again, if they can continue to get in, because we have weekly prizes. Like this week, Duncan won. He had the most points, so he's going to get the
Duncan?
Yes. He's going to get the gift from French Street Brewery.
I know that, dude.
Our friend Jerry, JR, who calls in from Carriage Photography, he's going to be the week 2. He's going to be the week 2 sponsor. And week 2 is what he does is he's got this nice little thing together. It's a $40 value. It's called It's a social distance family photo, and you kind of like just you get on your front porch. He'll take a photo and then you can do like one that's tongue in cheek, like everyone's at the window, like peering outside. Just something.
Do you want me and my wife tongue kissing?
Yeah, he will actually. He actually mentioned to me. He said like, "Hey, I'll even throw in one for you and T-Roy if you guys can put together a package for your family."
I'm not tongue kissing Jay.
No, not me. Anyway, that's MTV The Challenge. I don't know. I haven't looked into it to see if it can be opened up week 2, but I'm gonna see if it can't. If Peter can find a way that we can get more people in. 55 though.
You know what? That's good. That's something to hang
I'm
your hat.
jealous because I tried again and then I fell asleep at like 6:30 last night. So
You did?
I did. Well, I was asleep before
How
then.
can
I
you
woke up-
fall asleep before Wheel, man? Dude, Wheel was exceptional.
You
last
guys,
night,
this
but-
quarantine is
And
killing. I
it's-
mean, my
and
days
it's
and my nights are all
reruns.
messed up.
And so, are you killing it now?
No, it's not like I remember these things, but it's good, man. Wheel was great last night.
Wheel?
You
can't-
don't love
Wheel
Wheel?
of Fortune.
Dude, Pat
Thank you.
Sajak, honey.
What?
Pat Sajak's an American hero.
Is he still on it?
Oh yeah, him and Vanna. Come on. Honey,
No,
I'll
I
get you.
was more of a what is the one with Bob Barker?
Price is Right.
Price is
That's
Right.
the one that I like.
That's solid. He's gone now. Drew Carey took over for that.
I know, and I'm not.
That's a
it's not the
solid
same.
show.
It's not the same.
I know. Dude,
It's
Pat
just not the
Sajak.
same.
I'll talk to you about Pat.
Pat
off air.
Sajak can go way back. All right, that's all I'm saying.
Pat is the man. He's from Chicago too.
Good. Go back to Chicago.
We've got 4 minutes less.
Yes.
All right. So I might as well. Is there anything you want to squeeze in quick before 1 o'clock I unveil while the game
I'm not
works?
sure if I can get the NFL
That's what
draft in.
I don't think you can either. Well, but
You
the
got an
game,
NFL draft? What do you? What do you got?
I'm going to talk about
we're
the
gonna
NFL
get to that. We're
draft.
doing the game first, then we're going to come back. We'll talk about the NFL draft.
And
Talk about
Iowa
the
football
schedule. All the things. Stockpile's on it. He's got a whole. He's got things for us to talk about.
Can I do my mock draft eventually?
Yeah, we need you to.
Yeah.
Here's how this is going to go. I
Nobody
know,
asked me for mine.
I know I'm early to this.
Is there
I've
candy
got a
in there?
game. I listen. This is not a time to interrupt the
All right, I'm sorry.
instructor.
Okay.
I need you to pay attention.
Yes, sir.
Detention.
Yes, Mr. Foster.
We're gonna play a game,
Mm-hmm.
and it's called Guess the Year.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Now,
He's gonna kill me.
Can we go one at a time?
no,
now?
but that's the thing. Here it is. All right. So you're gonna guess the year.
He's got notes.
I do. There's 5 hints. 5 hints.
Just taking
No,
looks.
this is an example anyway. Don't worry about it. He can look at it all he wants. There's 5 hints. There's 5 things from the year. All right.
Okay.
Like who won the NBA championship that year?
Okay.
Who won the Major League Baseball championship that year?
Ugh.
The NFL championship. And who won the Super
When you
Bowl?
say
Stop.
Super Bowl.
Oh,
All
great
right.
question, young student.
The
Crap,
Super Bowl. So, like this year's Super Bowl was played in 2020. So, does it count as the 2020 Super Bowl or the 2019 championship?
Okay, now Stocking, pay attention because that is a very good question.
That's why I'm
It is
Valid.
the year that the Super Bowl was played.
Gotcha.
The Super Bowl winner of that year, not the season. So,
like this 2020 would be the Kansas City Chiefs.
the Super Bowl in 2020. That's right. Even though people would say like it's 2019 season, I get it. Super Bowl, all right?
Okay.
Then the top Billboard pop song of that year,
Okay, I'll be good on that one.
Boy.
and then the movie, the top grossing movie of that year. There's 5 different categories and goes back and forth. Bomber, you're going to ask the questions, by the way.
Okay, this is all right. I've been delegated.
And I don't want T-Roy to be able to see any questions on the Facebook comment thread.
Get away from
Here's
me.
how this is going to work. There's actually 17 of those.
can't do it.
For example, round one, you get to pick your own, on all the odd rounds, you get to pick the category I ask you first, okay? So if I say it's round 1, this is for example, let's just test it out, okay, to guess the year. All right, if it went first, and then every even round, you get to pick the category for your opponent.
Okay.
So, all right.
So, on the odd round,
You get a
I
pick.
pick.
Yeah, you could say like, I'll take Major League Baseball. Who won the World Series that year?
and then,
4
and
or
then on the
500.
even round,
And if you don't get it after that,
on the even round, I pick for him. So,
Yeah,
so
you-
round
you-
1, I pick my own. He picks his own.
and if he
Round 2, all right.
and then vice versa. So like if round 1 he goes first, he gets to pick first. Then round 2 you get to decide whatever. Or that doesn't work that way. Round 1 and 2 you get. Let's say round 1 and 2, Stocking gets to go first, and then 3 and 4 you get to go first.
You just tell me what I got to do, Mr. Foster.
Okay.
No,
so
that's
for
my
example, if we were doing this in Stocking, you were going to pick your category first.
Super Bowl. NFL.
In this year, well, this is the only, in this example, by the way, this is the only time that the Super Bowl was not played.
Okay.
Okay, so it was earlier, right?
Okay.
So you picked the right one. So pick a different one, and I apologize. But
Major League Baseball.
it was the Yankees.
Ooh.
So you do know that it was well before the first Super Bowl.
Pass.
Okay, there you go. And now you get to go. Do you want movie, song, or NBA?
I will take song.
Song from Moulin Rouge. That's what it was called.
And there was no Super Bowl that year?
There was none.
Can I sing it?
It's
Hold
not.
on.
It's not.
Song from
not
Moulin
that. It's
Rouge.
not.
So
That
this
song.
is a different year. This
is a
the
long
first-
time ago.
It's the first Moulin Rouge. We're not
For
thinking
going
Moulin-
back, if you said Stocking,
Can I phone a friend?
NBA, Minneapolis Lakers,
Can I phone a friend or
See,
poll the
oh,
audience?
Okay. Now I know where we're at.
and then finally the movie.
All right,
If you guess movie,
hold-
yeah.
okay, what about? He didn't guess baseball yet. Oh, we already did baseball. All right, so
Yeah.
movie.
It's Yankees, so you would write this down: Yankees, Minneapolis Lakers, song from Moulin Rouge, and finally movie Peter Pan.
Peter Pan.
No, Peter Pan. I just watched this and I saw it on a thing. 1951.
That's not right. Now you can
Dang
try
it.
here.
Do you have the NFL champion from that year?
No, there was no. There was nothing. No Super
There was
Bowl.
no Super Bowl. So
But there was the
Oh,
NFL
there might have
champion.
been an NFL champion. I don't know. I didn't look it up. I did Super Bowl. It's just an example. This one doesn't count, by the way.
I'm gonna say 1953.
It's 1953.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So Bomber, you're gonna randomly pick one out. Here's how it's gonna go. Round
All right.
1 and 2.
Okay.
Stocking gets to pick. So first round, when Bomber pulls this out, whatever year it is,
Okay.
okay. You can pick out of those 5 categories.
All right.
You can pick movie, song, MLB, NBA, NFL.
Okay.
All right, you try to guess if you want to. Then it goes to T-Roy. He gets to pick a category. In round 2, you pick a category
There's no
first for
penalty
T-Roy.
for a wrong guess.
There's no penalty for wrong guess.
On air, there's no penalty. When we go to break, there's a penalty.
Oh, what is it?
I can't tell.
No.
Go ahead and pick one randomly there.
All right, I'm not looking.
Hey, don't look.
She has the right answers, correct?
Yeah, don't look.
All right.
She'll have it over there. Do you need a marker that when they to mark off whatever they guess? Category?
Sure.
And you can write down what this. All right, Stocking, you get to pick a category first out of the 5.
Super Bowl.
Okay, who when it says NFL, who is it?
The Packers.
1967.
No, it's not.
It is.
That's just a lucky guess, Stocking.
Yeah, that was a really good guess, though. That was a really because there's other Packers.
And I
that was
quit.
a really good guess. That was really good.
He said there's no penalty for a wrong guess, so
Yeah.
he guessed.
Yeah.
Good guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. MLB that year, Stocking?
67 was the Cardinals over the
Yep.
Red Sox.
The NBA?
Celtics.
It was not the Celtics. It was the 76ers.
Ding.
Oh my God.
The movie, the top grossing movie that year.
would not know.
It was James Bond. No?
The Jungle Book. Top song on the
Bare
top 100?
necessities, a girl, bare
Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club.
No, that would have been 1967. It would have been
I can't deal
the
with
Turtles.
No,
was
it was To Serve with Love. All right, Bomber, pick another one.
I can't believe
It's
this.
T-Roy's time.
Yeah, give this guy a shot because Stock's gonna demolish him.
No, he's not. That was a lucky guess.
The movie's in
That
the
was not
songs are
lucky. All right, pick.
Song.
Look away.
Look away.
Look away. It doesn't say the artist. It
good.
just says the song.
And I did not put the artist. You're right.
Yeah,
Oh,
purposely,
man.
I'm sure.
That hurts when you give me the artist. Look away. 1977.
All right.
Super Bowl.
49ers.
1982.
No.
Baseball.
The A's.
1990.
Ooh, so close.
No! Dang it! I know what it was.
You can't do that, Bomber.
I know what it is.
I gotta help my brother out.
1989.
Yeah.
I got mixed in my head with Super Bowl and baseball, and I went ahead, and I knew it was 89. Damn it, Stocking. I had that. I
But
knew
you
it.
didn't get it.
Whatever, Stocking. I'm taking
He
you
likes
down
the
now.
fact.
Okay, Stock.
Okay.
Now in rounds 3 and 4, we're gonna do it. But you
I need my
have to-
bucket.
Yeah, you're picking the category for him.
Okay.
Now he gets a chance to steal
it
here.
just got
And then I
interesting.
pick the category for him.
Yeah.
Okay. Pick the category for Troy.
Movie.
Ooh, one of my favorites. Rain Man.
Stocking, suck a. You know what? 1988.
Got it.
Ah, stop.
Bam!
So 88.
I can. By the way, Los Angeles Dodgers.
Good.
Let's see. Number one song would have been.
Turn around. I don't know.
No, number one song would have been something possibly In Excess.
What was the song? I
No.
didn't know.
All right. And then let's see. Football 88. It would have been played. That would have been, I think, the New York Giants.
Nope. Redskins over the Broncos.
Okay. All right. Good job. Giants were the next year.
No, the Giants were the year before.
The year before. Okay. They were 87. That's
I
why.
hate that you guys all know this and I don't. Bother.
And then the NBA.
NBA.
In 88 was the
Pistons.
Lakers and 7 over the Pistons.
Wait, did you say 7?
Yeah, game
Yep.
7.
Over?
Yeah. And the top
I'm
song
done.
on Billboard.
I'm just gonna go.
Faith by George Michael.
Oh, you gotta have faith, faith.
Now,
baby.
All right,
Now I get to pick one.
you pick
for
a
him.
category
You gotta pick it.
for Stocky.
All right, Stocky, let's go.
Song. Stocking.
Stocking.
Silly love song.
1970.
Nope.
Movie.
Rocky.
1976.
Yep.
And all of a sudden it's tied up. Silly Love Song, by the way, is sang by Paul McCartney and Wings. Let's see, 76, the World Series champion were
Reds.
the Reds.
Steelers.
No, the Cowboys.
Steelers beat the Cowboys in 76. 21-17.
Was it?
Yes.
No, it wasn't.
That was a score? Did you just say the score?
Yes. And the champion was the
not.
Celtics.
It was
in the NBA.
77, the Cowboys and the Steelers.
Wrong.
76, the Cowboys beat the Broncos.
No, that was 78. The Cowboys beat the Broncos.
Who was it in 76, Jay?
No.
Steelers over the Cowboys.
Yeah,
Super-
yeah, Steelers over Cowboys.
All right.
What did you have
21-17.
in there? Did you have
I
right?
looked at the wrong thing.
Well,
didn't get
see, you got to put the right information
I
down.
know. I put a lot together here. It's not over with. The game's not over.
Yeah.
It's tied ball game. All right, man.
Tie ball game.
Let's not start pointing out here. Every once in a while, the teacher makes a mistake. I guess.
Uh-huh.
I put the previous.
She knows she
All
was
right.
tied.
So who's picking for
Tied.
who? Troy's?
Now-
So now it's round
5.
5, and
Troy
Stocking
picks-
goes first.
Okay, so you pick for Troy.
No. Stocking picks
now
for
he gets his
himself.
own. Stocking picks his own category.
Okay, well, you guys changed up the rules on me. I don't
No,
understand.
every
Super Bowl.
Every 2.
Super Bowl. Broncos.
1997.
Nope.
World Series.
Yankees.
1998.
Nope.
NBA champion.
Spurs.
1999.
You got it. The tension and the animosity coming from this corner right
I wonder if that's something else Jay screwed up.
now. Just reading.
Is it something else you screwed up?
I'm just reading
Because
it. I love everybody in this room.
Really? The Yankees didn't... 98? The Yankees didn't win it in 98?
That's what I'm saying. Everything's got to coincide. So every
Yeah,
team has got
every-
to win at the same time.
I've got the Yankees.
I mean, the
Yeah.
rules are
Yankees
not
won
lost
98.
on me.
Yeah.
With your platinum beard.
Yankees
All
won
right,
98.
next.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, 100%.
And that's why I said 98.
And 99 or whatever else.
He said Super Bowl Broncos, but the Broncos won in 98
No,
and
the
99.
Broncos won on January 31st, 1999. That was the Super Bowl. It was the 98
Over the
season.
Falcons.
Over the Falcons, 34-19. And the
You
Yankees
said
won at 99.
97, and I said
Yeah, I was wrong on that.
I want to
obviously.
play. I honestly think I would be okay,
Okay.
at this game.
Do you want to get in on
I
this?
kind of do.
I can make
All
it
right.
look. All right, now, so
It's on me, and I get to guess my
who
own.
got that one?
Stockpile. 3-2.
Stocking stuffer got it.
3-2. Super Bowl.
Oh, grown men are poor sports. Okay, Giants.
1990.
No.
What was this? What category did you pick? Super Bowl?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
World Series.
Cardinals.
2011.
Got it.
Took the one away that he could.
Who won the NBA title that year, Stocking?
Lakers, or was that the year the Pistons won it?
Neither.
No.
Mavericks.
Yeah, Mavericks over the Heat.
Movie was Harry Potter and the Deathly Swallows Part 2. And the song was Rolling in the Deep.
There's a fire rolling in the deep.
Is that it?
That is it.
Okay.
I sang that in my last band.
Now Stocking's got to.
He's got to pick a category for you.
Yep.
All right.
Song.
In the club.
Boom,
And it's not
boom,
in the club, it's in the club.
Boom, 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 boom.
In the
Boom,
club.
Boom,
In the
boom,
club.
boom, boom, boom.
I don't know this song.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna go 2003.
Boom, got it.
Wow.
That was a
Look at that.
correct.
Off of the song.
Baby.
2003. The movie was Lord of the Rings: The Return of the King. Who won the Super Bowl in 2003?
Patriots.
The Ravens.
Buccaneers.
It was the Patriots.
Patriots.
I got it. What do I
MLB
win?
2003.
Huh?
We know that year well. We should in this area.
White Sox.
No.
You mean,
It
what
would
was
have been the year after. Let me
And
think
that
about
2003 was the year. Who won the
that.
World
The
Series?
year after the. It would have been the year after the Diamondbacks.
Angels won in 2003.
Angels then.
Angels won in 2002.
Yeah,
The
Angels won in
Marlins won. I mean, not the,
Marlins
the Diamondbacks
won 01.
The Diamondbacks won in 01.
Right.
And so that means the Marlins won in. Because
03.
2003 is also known as.
Bartman.
Thank you. And the NBA championship?
Lakers, I think.
Spurs. Okay, so that was T-Roy. Now, T-Roy, you get to pick a category for Stocking out of the 5.
All right.
Movie.
Star Wars Episode 8, The Force Awakens.
2015.
Boom, got it.
Oh my God.
Boom, baby.
That backfired.
That was a total guess. That was an absolute total
That
guess.
backfired on me.
The song was Uptown Funk.
Uptown, funk you up. Uptown, funk you up. Right?
The World Series winner was 2015.
San Francisco Giants.
Royals.
It was the Royals. Who won the Super Bowl? It was the 2014 year, the 2015 Super Bowl.
Patriots.
Seattle Seahawks. Right?
2015.
Patriots.
Is it Seahawks or the Patriots?
It was the Patriots.
I got it right too.
Did you have it wrong?
I did.
All right, guys, watch this on the show. If you're watching it right now, I've
And the
gotten it.
NBA
You're going to be
I've
really
gotten-
throwing some guys
I've
off, and you have the
gotten
wrong
I'm
Super
going to have
Bowl.
to double check everything now for the year, right?
Thank
Why?
you.
Because Bomber got it right?
No, because Jay's writing it down wrong on the paper.
I have a specific thing.
I'm down 2 again, Leah.
Do you,
All
want me,
right.
do you want me to whisper answers? And
No, I don't need
Tell you
answers.
other things that you want to hear,
double
baby?
Check. As soon as you grab it, let me double check. Now, this round, Stocking, you get to pick your category.
Okay.
And then T-Roy gets to pick his category.
Do you want to double check?
I want to double check.
Well, don't let Stock. He's got double
Yeah, he's got
vision
double
over
vision
there.
over there. Yeah. See what he's doing. All his rings. You can see through his rings.
He's got reflection. He's wearing
He's got
diamonds on
something
purpose.
going on. He's doing something screwy.
I had that one.
You had it right. Okay.
Boom, boom.
Super Bowl.
Steelers.
$1979.
Ooh, nope. No, I have to create
drama, man.
Yes.
World Series.
Reds.
1970. 1975.
Got it.
Am I right?
You got it.
Yeah,
you're right.
All right.
All right. Hold on. All right, so All right, T-Roy, pick your category.
Oh, we're done?
No, we're not done. I want to check just to make sure.
I don't know what's happening. I'm just here for the Bud Light seltzers.
It's fun when he's guessing and he has to double check these
I
things.
know.
I'm going to go Super Bowl to take away Stockpile's strength.
All right, Bill, ready? Seahawks.
Oh, I'm going to go with 2014.
Got it. Boom, baby.
Okay.
It's all tied up again, Stock.
I know.
Bring your A game, stocking cap.
Huh?
Stocking cap. I love it.
Stock. Yeah, you have to pick a category for T-Roy.
Music.
Go ahead and pick one up.
All right.
That one I know. Give me that, and then do it. You know.
No, he's reading. He's got eyes like a hawk.
I'm not.
I wish.
He's got eyes like a hawk.
Yeah, an elderly hawk.
You're
All
not
right.
old, Stockpile. Get out of here.
My eyes are.
All right, so music?
Yes.
Song.
Wait.
Song.
God's Plan. That's a song. God's Plan.
God's Plan.
He's got a plan and.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'd be out right now.
I'm going to say 71.
Nope.
Give Stockpile movie.
All right, movie. Avengers: Infinity War.
Oh, Lord.
2011.
Nope.
NBA champion.
Warriors.
$2018.
Got it. Oh, you guys. Okay, if you guys tie at the end, I'm going to ask that you either leg wrestle or arm wrestle.
No, we're 17, so it's
to
an odd
find
number.
the winner.
All right. Now, T-Roy gets to pick a category for stock, right?
Yep.
Yep.
I'd kill this one.
Movie.
Fatal Attraction.
Oh.
It's one of my favorite movies.
1986.
Nope.
Song.
Walk like an Egyptian.
1985, buddy.
Nope.
Pick a category.
I have to pick a category.
Yeah,
Yes.
for
What? No.
Troy's got to pick it for him.
I got to pick one for him now? A category for Stockpile?
Yeah.
NBA champion.
Lakers.
1984.
Nope. Ooh.
Baseball.
Twins. Jay.
1987.
Got it. Dang.
Now, stocking, you get to pick your category.
Super Bowl.
All right.
Jay's got to check and make sure he's all right.
Yeah. Just hold on.
He gets so mad.
God.
I love it when we get the teacher pissed.
If we went to high school together, do you realize we would both be expelled?
Got it.
We'd have so
Okay.
much fun smoking dope in my car.
Going to school drunk? Okay, ready?
Yes.
What was the category?
Super Bowl.
Super Bowl Raiders, the felons of the NFL.
Ooh.
1981.
Got it.
I was going to guess 81 too, Stock, so good job.
All right.
So good.
World Series champion that year, stocking.
81, the Dodgers over the Yankees in 6.
NBA champion.
Celtics over the Rockets.
Number one movie, T-Roy. 81?
Star Wars.
Revenge,
Did I get it?
1981.
It was 82.
Raiders of the Lost Ark.
It is Raiders of the Lost Ark.
I suck at
In 1981. And the number one song on Billboard Pop 100?
Hold on.
Billy Ocean.
No, it was not. It was
Betty Davis Eyes.
Hold on.
Girls just
Hold on.
wanna
It was
have fun.
not Betty Davis Eyes. It was. It was.
Did you see the sheet?
No.
It's
Betty Davis eyes.
Sorry.
I used to have that on my MySpace.
Now you, on your MySpace.
Now it's my turn to guess.
Yeah, you pick a category.
Pick my own category. Okay, give me Super Bowl.
Giants.
Well, I'm gonna go 1990.
No, you'd be wrong.
Dang it.
Not your first time.
Super Bowl. World Series.
Phillies. They make a good sandwich. Come on, stocking cap.
Hold on.
Go stocking. Go stocking. It's your birthday. It's your birthday.
09.
Nope.
Movie.
The Dark Knight.
Dark Knight.
I dated a guy in this movie. He was the ambulance driver. For real.
That should have been in the miscellaneous. I wish you would have done the category with me.
We went on like 2 dates. It wasn't a big deal.
This is 07.
It's adorable. Nope.
World NBA.
Celtics.
2008.
Yes.
Damn it.
My man.
I knew it was between 07 and 08.
That wouldn't
You know what, though? Can I just put this out there? I'm very impressed.
Billboard.
You're not just a pretty face, Troy.
Pop culture, pop song. Low.
Get low, get low.
Yeah, all right, so this time, Stocking, you get to pick a category for T-Roy, and vice versa.
Apples
T-Roy.
bottom jeans.
Movie.
Boots with the fur.
Movie.
Oh, one of my favorites. E.T.
He's picking it for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then vice versa.
E.T.
Yeah. Yep.
I know that. I know this. I think I know this.
You looked at the sheet.
No, I didn't look at the date, though. I really do. I'd be horrible at this game.
1983.
Nope.
And you pick a
Give
category.
him song.
Yep.
Let's get physical.
1982.
Physical. The year I was born, baby. That's right. That's why I knew
I
this.
listen to that song all the time at waiting my mom's car to get on the bus.
Do you?
Yep.
Can you sing a little bit?
Olivia Newton-John. We don't want people to throw up.
It's all right. Come on.
No.
I'll help you out.
No, I know the
Let's
song.
get physical.
Okay, let's.
All right.
T-Roy,
You
pick a
guys are no
category for stock.
All right, go ahead and fact. You should have fact checked this before.
Oh, Bomber, I don't need to hear it.
You got 8-7 right now. It's getting tight.
It's getting tight. Get low, get low.
Okay, pick a category.
Song.
My Sharona.
$1978.
Damn it, you got it right.
Nope.
Movie.
Moonraker. Never heard of it. Moonraker.
It's 1979.
Yes. Oh, is it tie? Is it a tie game?
Moonraker.
It is a tie game.
The name is Bond. James Bond.
Okay, hold on. I gotta. My seat's sinking. Hold on a second.
All right.
What Bond played in that Moonraker? Who played
was
Bond?
Was it Timothy Dalton?
No.
Roger Moore.
Moonraker? Roger Moore.
I've never heard of Moonraker.
It's a James Bond movie.
It had,
Oh, that's why.
it had Jaws in it.
Roger Moore.
Yes.
But of course, the best Bond of all time is
We're out
Sean
of
Connery.
bits.
Do you have the beast in your sight? Miss Finny Penny, won't you come over here and play with my
Come over here.
play with my wanker?
That's not what he said.
Trebek.
Well, last time I swam this channel, Lee, I was your age, so I'm screwed either way.
Yeah, come here and show me what you do.
Ah, you think the darkness is your ally, huh, Stocking?
Why?
You merely adopted it. I was born in it, molded by
Stocking,
it.
you get to pick a number first.
All right, we're picking
Look in
numbers
there.
now.
Pick a number.
Tiebreaker,
We got
tiebreaker.
I thought we were set at 17. I thought
This was it, yeah, but it's not fair if you get to pick the category first for the tiebreaker. I mean, I didn't think this all the way through as much as I did. What number you got?
4.
It is World Series of that year.
Of 4?
I have numbered them 1 through 4, so I'm giving you the category.
Okay.
Okay. Giants. Your guess.
2010.
No.
Woo! You're still in the game. You're still in the game, Troy. You're still in the game.
All right, pick a number. Number Giants was the first one.
Those are
There's
stuff
they're
in there?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I can't feel. All right, I'm trying to grab that.
Okay, what number you got?
3.
That is the Super Bowl. Seahawks.
The Seahawks. What year did the Seahawks win the Super Bowl? What year was
Hold on a second.
Come on, Troy, don't let your family down. This is important.
All right, Giants won the thing.
Yeah.
They won and the Seahawks won the thing.
They won the other thing.
I'm going to say...
Was it every? I don't know. It's okay.
Son of a biscuit.
You got this, Troy. I'm going to start doing the Jeopardy theme song here in a second.
So I'm going to say 2014.
It is 2014.
Oh! My man!
I paid my dues time after time, stockpile. I've committed no crime.
It's a good game, right? Yeah! I did good? Outside of a couple of mistakes?
Yeah.
Those weren't bad. The Super Bowl. It's sometimes you look at the highlighted the year that it was.
I'm so impressed. Troy beat Stock. That is...
Dude, I thought he was going to wipe me all over the room.
But it was a good game, wasn't it?
Minimal feat.
The movie and the song kind of evened it out.
It's like,
you got physical with 82.
I need another beer now.
You need a lot right now. I'm going to just shower you with money. I'm going to make it rain, baby.
Yeah, we got to take a break. Good job, guys. That was fun.
That was amazing.
Stock, are you mad? You're mad you lost. I love the fact that Stock is pissed right now.
I'm a competitor.
He is a competitor.
I like that you're a competitor.
I love it too. Did I talk about this? Hey, everybody. Van's Pizza and More is open during these hard times of the COVID-19 virus that we got directly from China. Just want everybody to know, all you got to do is call Van's Pizza and More at 563-232-1396, and they are open 11 to 9 every day with delivery all day long. These are the specials for COVID-19 from China. $5 burger baskets, $7 double cheeseburger baskets, $5 personal pizzas, $7 for a personal specialty pizza, and then $9 for any medium and $12 for any large. No half and halves, please. That's Van's Pizza and More, 563-232-1396. Have it delivered anywhere in Bettendorf or LeClaire, or come pick it up at 5023 Competition Drive in Bettendorf. Thank you so much.
Hey, this is Dorf with Dancing with the QC Stars. You're listening to Don't Hassle Us, We're Local.
ESPN 1170 AM.
With countless families staying home, Roto-Rooter wants to remind everyone that paper towels and most disposable wipes are not meant to be flushed. These items take longer to break down when compared with traditional toilet paper. As they make their way down the pipes, they start clogs that lead to blockages and can cause serious damage. If your toilet or pipes do become clogged, please give us a call at 563-388-9900. We are here to help.
Call Roto-Rooter, that's the name. And away goes troubles down the drain. Roto-Rooter.
See, very intrigued by the Dan Le Batard Show on ESPN Radio.
I think steak is one of the most overrated foods. When people say, what's the meal you want, the best meal you can have, people say a good ribeye, a good New York strip, and I just think that those are overrated. I'm always going to go maybe some seafood, some nice chicken dish. I just prefer that stuff over the steak.
I firmly disagree with that assessment.
I think most people would.
The most overrated food is lobster. It's the cockroach of the sea. That's right, I said it.
These are shocking things. All right, put it on the poll, Guillermo. Is steak overrated? Is lobster overrated? Do you eat the fat? Because Stugatz is saying the fat is the best thing. I don't think a lot of people think the fat is the best thing. Do they?
It's so good. Like, you ever just grill a ribeye and at the very end on the edges, there's that fatty part of it.
Oh,
it is
right in the garbage.
Right off the right in the garbage. I'm going to throw you in the garbage. What's the matter with you?
The Dan Le Batard Show, 9 till noon on the Quad City Sports Leader, ESPN 1170 AM.
Hey, this is Eric at Winger Truck Line, where we have been in continuous operation without a layoff for 74 years, and we are hiring drivers. During this unprecedented time in our nation's history, Winger Truck Line is staying strong and hiring for regional home weekends. We are busy serving our families, our customers, and our nation. How about you? Call me today, 800-593-6433, or see us online at drivewtl.com. Let's go.
Golick and Wingo.
I'm done with all you coaches talking about how you don't like the transfer portal. You can all stick it as far as I'm concerned. I mean, that's getting ridiculous about how you can do what you want, and that's cool. Again, I'm fine with that, but I absolutely think that a player should have one freebie move, and I'm done with you coaches and talking about that. You know, and players being able to have a little bit of movement on their side.
Coaches need to be a lot smarter on how they
a lot
address
quieter.
That.
You know?
Golick and Wingo. Mornings on the Quad City Sports Leader, ESPN 1170 AM.
It's time for the 2020 census, but what is the census? For my grandfather, the census meant new possibilities. He came here 50 years ago for a better life, and he learned the census counted everyone to inform billions of dollars in funding each year for things that mattered to him and his community. Thanks to him, we all got counted, which gave us all the possibilities we have today.
Shape your future. Start here. Complete the census at 2020census.gov. Paid for by U.S. Census Bureau.
So you're what they call an industrial athlete. But this ain't no gym. You're working hard. You got the right tools to get the job done? Would you play football and roller skates? I don't think so. So if your gear is beat up, tore up, all around mucked up, come on in and boot up at Quad City Safety. 5311 Tremont Avenue, Davenport. Or check us out at quadcitysafety.com.
From the Sheedy Family Chiropractic Studios, this is the Quad City Sports Leader, ESPN 1170 AM, KPOB, Davenport.
Stockpile in the house. It's all right, buddy. He would have won that if he would have got the first pick. We all know it. But that's not how it works. Stock, I'm champ. Anyway, we're back here in the Hassle Castle, brought to you by Dunright Satellite and Dish. And welcome back to Don't Hassle Us Local. Having a good time.
Good job, guys. That was a fun game. Bomber, you
Stockpile,
did a great
what
job.
year did Up in Smoke come out?
Up in Smoke.
The movie, Cheech and Chong.
1977.
That's a good guess.
That's a really good guess.
Is that the year?
I'm going to say 78.
Because it's still smoking, I feel like it was 80s. Up in Smoke.
No, I'm going to say 70. You said 77. I'm going to say 76.
I'm saying 78. Up in Smoke. My guess. We're all standing here, but that's all right. Jay's looking it up.
Yes, 78.
Oh.
I was 3 at the time.
Close. It was close.
You were how old?
I turned 3 in 78.
I was negative like 7.
I turned
so
6.
Cool. Oh,
or no, 7.
You're
I turned
old.
7. Sorry.
It's adorable.
You're an old guy.
So do you guys? Okay, I know we're not friends, Stock, on Facebook, but we should be. So I just joined TikTok because Jay did. So I wanted to follow
Don't
suit.
do it, man. The commies are. That's the communist China stuff.
You know what? I don't care. They're not going to infiltrate. I have guns. It's fine. So
you never know what they're going to do.
I joined and I did a couple TikToks with my kids, and I did a couple of my own.
Like,
do you know one of the comments? So some guy was hitting on me. He was like, "Hey, little mommy." He goes, "Say less," and I'm like, "Oh, okay. I'm gonna go check out your fella." The next guy under him goes, "Really, dude? She's in her mid-30s."
No,
You're
he said,
gross."
"Really, bruh."
And he said,
Really, bruh.
Really, bruh. I've had nightmares about it since.
You've had nightmares.
Well, the nightmare for the Miami Dolphins is if they don't get to draft Tua.
Okay, we're talking about women coming to terms with losing their looks and being middle-aged, and you're going to
I don't think you've
reference
lost
it
your
to
looks,
football?
and I would not say you're middle. You know, how old are you?
About those guys.
How old are you?
I'm 37.
On a numbers game, yes, you are in your middle ages.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are. But
Middle age is 40 plus.
I'll tell you what, Jennifer Aniston's well in her middle ages. Look how beautiful she is.
Yeah, well,
so don't you worry about that.
I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about it.
You tell that bruh
Just
that
don't
he would
point
hit
it out.
on Jennifer Aniston.
Just take Jennifer Aniston now, well before the Masters of the Universe. And that was
Just don't point it out to me, all right? Your little 21-year-old butt. Don't with your F boy
Girl,
vibes
you
and
still
stuff.
got your good stuff.
Yeah, I'm hanging in there. I'm hanging on by a thread, but I'm hanging in there.
Don't you
But
worry
anyways,
about
just
it.
women,
You know what?
women, if you're watching this,
You know what I
don't
always
download
say?
TikTok. It's a blow to your ego. I tell
look
you
good.
what.
It might not blow to your ego. You're like fine wine. You get better with age, man.
I think so.
I know I do.
My personality's
I
gotten
mean,
better.
I'm damn good looking.
All right, Stock, what do you got for us?
All right. There was a thing on Facebook or Twitter yesterday that the Dolphins are planning to offer the Cincinnati Bengals a massive package for the first round pick because they want to take. I would assume they would take Joe Burrow if Miami had their druthers. Although I think they've been to a team forever. I don't see the Bengals doing that trade for the main reason of this. the people in Ohio see Joe Burrow as a Buckeye because his dad coached at Ohio. He played at Ohio State. Yes, he transferred to LSU, but he didn't beat Ohio State. Talked to an Ohio State fan, and they're, the refs beat us, and it was Clemson, but the refs helped Clemson. But so it wasn't Joe Burrow that beat them. Joe Burrow is going to Cincinnati because Cincinnati has to take him. They have no other choice. They cannot trade this pick. They have to take it. Why? Because Joe Burrow is a Buckeye. This is a chance for Cincinnati to get fans to come to their games. They've been the jail gals, the bungles for years. They fumble on this pick and fumble it or bungle it. They're going to set the franchise back. They're going to take Joe Burrow, regardless of whether Joe Burrow is the biggest bust or the greatest pick in the NFL history. This is a pick they have to take. They're going to take Joe Burrow because of all the attendance issues, regardless of whether he's good or not. I think he's legit.
I mean, if Burrow ends up being Crying Leaf, I'll try to eat my own sock. I'll try.
Now, the second pick is Washington's. Washington has been rumored to be maybe not totally in love with Dwayne Haskins. I think they're going to take Chase Young. Chase Young's the biggest defender. He's the best defender. And for Ron Rivera, he's got some time. If the Redskins go 2-14,
they're going to watch stock. They trade that pick.
They need defense. And Ron Rivera is a defensive guy. He was a defensive coordinator. He knows defense. They need an edge. Chase Young's the perfect pick there.
Listen, if they're healthy, and this is what I'm saying with the Redskins, and they're in our division, I think they need to let that quarterback develop. They have a running back in Darius Geis. If he can stay healthy, it's solid.
Right.
It's extremely solid. By the way, they got the receiver out of Ohio State last year, and he tore it up. You know what I'm talking about? McLaren. Yeah. Scary Terry. All right. So they have a solid 3. I feel we're not convinced on the quarterback yet, but you can't take a quarterback 2 years in a row.
Well, you can. The Cardinals did that, but
okay, yeah.
But I don't think they're
really dumb doing it.
But can't.
I think they trade this. I think they trade this and trade down, and they get themselves 2 picks in the first round, and
which Miami has.
Dolphins trade up to get this pick to take Tua.
I think the Redskins keep the pick and take Chase Young, because here's the thing: if they
all right, let's go down the list.
Rivera,
who's at 3? Who's at 3?
Let me finish.
Who's on first?
Rivera is their new coach. He's got a longer leash than most Redskin coaches have. If they go 2-14, if they go 2-14, they'll have probably the number 1 pick, and they can take Trevor Lawrence and live happily ever after. So I think that's what they're looking at. If we stink, we got Trevor Lawrence. If we do really well, hey, we had a great pick with Haskins.
All right,
the Lions are 3rd.
All right, the Lions are at 3.
I think the Lions trade that pick for 2 for the Dolphins. The Giants.
Giants are at 4. And who's at 5?
The Dolphins.
All right, here's my thought. You know that those 2 teams right there in front of you,
the Giants, the Lions, and the Giants
are not taking a quarterback.
No, they're going to take defense, but they could trade. They could trade with the Chargers. But see, here's the thing. I'm not sold on Tua because Tua Tua's had ankle injuries. He had that hip injury. What happened? And they can't bring players in.
How are you not sold on Tua? Tua's going to be a star, man.
Off of what? One TikTok video of 10 seconds? So I could do a TikTok video of 10 seconds and look like a quarterback. But the problem...
I want to see it happen first. Do it. You do that TikTok video.
But the problem... I don't do TikTok. But the problem is that they can't bring these players in for a physical. So if you take Tua, you really don't know how healthy that hip is. And from what I heard, that was a Bo Jackson-esque injury. Granted, things have changed in 20 years, but that's still a major injury, and I would not be wanting to take Tua with that injury. And the fact that he's also had some bad ankles.
Well, if you're saying what you're saying, if they take Young,
don't trade it. The Redskins take Chase Young.
If they take Young at 2, then Detroit or New York doesn't take him. Miami stands fast. They get him at 5. So you don't take Tua at 5?
I think the Dolphins will trade up at 3 because they're afraid of a team like, say, the Chargers or maybe the Patriots jumping in
and taking Tua.
And taking Tua.
It's true.
Well, if you are criticizing Tua so much, this is my thought. If you criticize Tua, and then at the same time you're saying that a team like the Chargers or the Patriots are going to trade up to take him at 3 or 4.
Well, that's what the Dolphins are trying to guard against, though.
If they're trying to guard against it, they're going to trade up with the Redskins, and they're going to take him at 2.
If the Redskins are willing to trade, I don't think they are because they want Chase Young.
Hey, how about you guys not talk over each other and maybe one at a time? It'd be great because then I could listen to your argument and then I could form an educated opinion.
Because I think the Lions would be the happiest team in the world if Chase Young fell to them at 3.
All right.
Because Chase Young is a game changer.
6 feet.
Now the question is going to be, and this is for our Iowa fans, who is going to take Drew Stanley? Because I think
Nate Stanley.
Yeah. Nate Stanley. I'm sorry. Nate Stanley is going to probably be a day 3 pick. The team that has the biggest pipeline to the University of Iowa is
Colts.
No.
New England Patriots.
New England Patriots.
Because Ferentzes have coached for Belichick. I'm sure that Belichick has done his due diligence.
So you're saying Nate Stanley is the next Tom Brady?
No, but it would not surprise me if the Patriots would take him, say in the 4th or 5th round. But if the Patriots don't take him, I think that might raise questions whether whether Stanley's got the goods to be in the solid NFL quarterback or
Stanley
not.
has the arm. Stanley's problem is accuracy.
And that's very big in the NFL. You have to be an accurate quarterback. You don't need the biggest arm.
Well, his problem is it's downfield accuracy.
And teams, I think that
you don't need accuracy.
You can train the guy a little bit better and work with him and work with him. Hey, listen, Stanley could grow.
I think he would be a smart pick for a team in day 3. But if New England takes him, it's because they feel that he is going to could be groomed to be the next starter in New England. But I think Jared Stidham's probably going to be the starter for New England in the fall.
I think Cam Newton is.
And here's the thing to remember with Belichick. We don't know how Brady will work without Belichick. We do know how Brady will work without Brady because in 08...
Belichick worked without Brady.
Yeah, Belichick without Brady because in 08, Brady got hurt in the first quarter of the first game. New England went 11-5 that year with Matt Castle. And they missed out on the playoffs due to the tiebreaker. And then when Brady was suspended for those 4 games... They went 3-1 with Jimmy Garoppolo and Jacoby Brissett. And Jacoby Brissett also.
Yeah, him too.
So I think that the Patriots, we know how Belichick will work without Brady, and also Belichick coached the Browns.
What about the Red Rocket from Andy Dalton?
Andy Dalton could be an option also.
Yeah.
But the Patriots have the second lowest cap space right now available in the league.
What about the Redskins?
The team with the fewest is Bombers Kansas City Chiefs.
What?
The Kansas City Chiefs, according to Fox NFL Twitter yesterday, only have $177 in cap room. The lowest in the NFL.
Well, I'm gonna give him $20
The Rams have a little bit more because they can
I got about the same amount in my checking account.
Well, so you got something in common.
Me too.
You got something in common
$177
with the Kansas City Chiefs.
But no, the Rams.
That's a good thing. So when it actually NFL does start, you can be like, fun fact. At one point, the Kansas City Chiefs and
I had more money to spend than the Chiefs did. Yeah.
But the Rams did add a little space because they traded Todd Gurley. They released Greg Zuerlein to Dallas. Thank you, Rams, because Zuerlein's a massive upgrade over what Dallas had at kicker.
Whoa, Dallas? I thought they signed Kyle Forbath.
Yeah, and then they signed Greg Zuerlein.
But what about
got Greg the Leg?
Yeah, Greg the Leg.
Yeah.
What about Colin?
You mean you didn't know that?
Listen, man.
Nobody cares about
my Twitter feed. I followed the Dallas Cowboys. I don't get any news from the Dallas Cowboys out of Twitter. Twitter doesn't give me what I want. It gives me garbage.
Well, Greg Zuerlein was signed by Dallas about a week ago.
Well, thanks for letting me know, Stock.
Keep talking behind.
So that's going to be a good pickup for the Cowboys. And then, but the Chiefs have the lowest cap room at 177. The Patriots are second.
I know they signed Amari. It was a good signing.
That was a good signing, yes.
All right, so going down your list. Just keep going down your list and give me your picks. So you got Young at 2.
I think Detroit takes a corner if they don't trade out of it. But I think they do trade out of it with Miami.
Do they take that corner from Ohio?
Yes.
State? Okay. What's his name again?
Winfield?
Winfield? Oh, yeah.
I haven't done a whole
Antonio
mock draft.
Winfield Jr.?
Yeah, I'm not sure what.
Something like that.
but
Okay.
I
All
think,
right, who do the Giants take then?
I think the Giants go for the best lineman available.
You don't think they don't think they go wide receiver?
I think they need. They
go
got
offensive line?
They got to protect the quarterback.
So they're going Tristan Wirfs.
Yes, or whoever they think is the best lineman available. They need offensive line help. They've got to protect.
I'm going
the
to tell you
quarterback.
guys right now, Tristan Wirfs is the most athletic, the best lineman available in this draft, hands down. He's proved it at the combine. The kid's awesome. But go ahead. All right. So at 5, the Dolphins take Tua. At
I love
6,
Tua.
I think the Chargers take Justin Herbert.
Yes, I co-sign
Herbert
that.
or whatever.
Herbert.
Yeah,
Herbert from Oregon.
I co-sign that.
If the Chargers don't, because they're already Anthony Lynn said we're sold on Tyrod Taylor. I think at 7 who's 7? Who's the 7th pick? The
7th pick is
Joe Mama.
No.
Who is
Carolina
that?
Panthers.
Carolina. You will see a lot of teams calling Carolina if Justin Herbert slides to 7.
And then the
Cardinals are going to draft probably a wide receiver
at 8.
At 8, I think Carolina goes for a lineman also.
So Arizona takes Judy
or Ruggs. I think there's a
and there's CeeDee Lamb.
Yeah,
Henry Ruggs had the fastest time, but Judy is the one. Judy.
And then
why does Arizona need more weapons?
Because they need stuff for Kyler.
They need.
But they
dude,
just
if they get Jerry, I'm telling you right now, the Cardinals get Jerry Judy.
They got
Larry Fitzgerald's retiring.
Yeah.
Is that for real?
Where's Newton going?
Where's Fitzgerald's going to be back for 1 year, but he's going to mentor.
Listen, what they got with Kenyon Drake, I'm sorry to talk over you. I don't get yelled at.
Yeah.
Kenyon Drake, the re-signing, you got a second year under this thing. If this guy gets this offense rolling, they need some help on defense.
They have the worst efficiency ranking in the league.
They also picked up Hopkins.
I'm sorry, second worst.
They picked up Hopkins from Houston. So I could see Hopkins on one side.
Take Judy.
But you put Hopkins at one end, Judy on the other side.
How do you defend that, Jay?
I don't know.
You know,
how do you defend that?
Well, every NFL commercial my whole life
it is. I'm sorry, Stocking. It is a complete Big 12 game plan. Don't play defense.
Right now, the Arizona Cardinals just destroyed everybody in that trade. Look, you traded David Johnson. Listen, Iowa, and I love him.
Yeah, I saw him in high school.
We don't know what's going to
was
happen with
tremendous.
David Johnson. We don't know what's going on. Was he being misused, or did that injury really destroy him? We don't know yet. We'll find out when he gets
to Houston.
That guy's going to destroy him.
But I'm going to tell you right now, we all know that DeAndre Hopkins can catch just about anything. You have DeAndre Hopkins, veteran. You're going to put Fitzgerald in the slot, a legend, who can still catch anything in the slot, huge guy.
And
huge.
can mentor.
Huge.
And can mentor whoever they get, wide receiver.
And then you mentor, and then you bring Jerry Judy to come in and run on the other side. How do you stop that?
That's when you throw your pen to make a point, and you say, "How do you stop that?"
Well,
I don't want to play that team.
I don't either.
The only thing
score at will.
Yeah, well,
it seems like it
on them. Yeah, on them you can score at will though.
One interception, they can almost score at will on you.
But one interception or whatever else, and it flips.
Well,
that's the way the Big 12 is.
it's Big 12 offense. It's Big 12 game plan. It's terrible.
Look at their coaches, Kingsbury.
I understand that. I understand. And how good was he at Texas Tech? This is a flawed system. I'm sorry.
Okay. Hey, listen. I said the guy didn't win in the college. How's he going to win in the pros? Yeah. I'm with you wholeheartedly. I'm just saying this offense is going to be powerful.
Yeah.
Fantasy wise, draft it all day long.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. Yeah.
Because whether they're playing from in front or from behind, which they're going to be playing both, they're going to be playing.
Yeah. Well, let's really quick talk about high school football because the time's running low. For those of you who are in Iowa. He's
such a better director than you.
1A, 2A, and 3A are all going to stay the same with districts and the playoffs.
Yeah.
Class 4A went to groups for some ungodly reason.
Yes.
Bettendorf is going to have a very difficult schedule.
Okay.
They have to play City, at Prairie,
City's not
at
that good.
Kennedy,
Prairie's
Cedar
okay.
Falls, at Valley.
Yeah.
So 3 really long road games in the first 5 games.
Get
At
your ears
Muskie, PV, Dowling, at City West.
Okay, start over again.
City High.
That's a win.
At Prairie.
Win.
At Kennedy.
Win.
They didn't last year. Cedar Falls. At Valley. At Muscatine. PV. They get Dowling at home at City West. This schedule is the prototype of what the state's looking for.
100%.
Of not because the City High coach
Mm-hmm.
and the Des Moines schools have want to redo the whole classification system based on socioeconomic and all sorts of not enrollment but socioeconomic and success.
Yep.
I don't think this is a great schedule for Bettendorf. I mean, you have in their first 5 weeks you have
a
3
great schedule for
you
Bettendorf.
have 3 road games that are long road trips: Cedar Rapids, West Des Moines.
I told you this before the air, but everyone needs to hear it. You can't continue to go 9 games out of the year where you only play 2 quarters and not 4 quarters the entire year, and then make it to the state semifinals and play someone like Dowling or Valley, and then expect the offense to click for 4 quarters. This gears them up for the playoffs
If
and do
you
everything
get
else.
to the playoffs,
At 6-3, they're getting to the playoffs.
At 6-3, they'll get to the playoffs. 5-4, even
Getting
with
to
our
the playoffs with the
RPI.
Yes, it's a guaranteed playoff. They're getting to the playoffs.
5-4 doesn't automatically mean
Fine.
you'll get in.
The over/under right now is set at 5.5. Which way are you going?
I would probably say they
Over.
will be at 5-4.
So you're going under.
Crazy, Stocking.
6-3 at worst.
Stocking, I love you. You're crazy.
He's
just remember, I've beat you at a trivia contest.
Yes.
I'm
all right?
disassociated.
If you're setting an over/under on Bettendorf's
God.
schedule, it is 5.5. That's a legit over/under.
Yeah, and 5. I mean, you could see 5-4, 6-3 with that
Hey,
schedule.
and I just want to point out, that's Waterloo West education against your Iowa State education. Just so you know.
I still
Yes,
go back to
and-
that.
Still love you, Stocking.
But now,
Oh,
when you look
always
at
love
PV, the last 2 years, PV has started off 0-3 and 1-4.
Yeah, tell me about that schedule.
They play Prairie, at Moline for the first time ever, at Senior, City, Ottumwa, at Kennedy, at Bettendorf, Hempstead, and North. Now for the North, they have one Thursday night game against Kennedy. They played Hempstead every year since the MAC football is dissolved.
Yep.
But for North, 3 of their last 4 and their last 2 are on the road. They're at Senior and Prairie, and 3 of their last 4 are on the road. So they have got to play. They've got to build up some wins at home or at Brady early on, in case those last 2 it comes down to that. They don't want to have to be sitting on the fence, because last year they were 6-3, didn't get in with RPI. For West and Central, because of the way the state set up the playoffs this year, I think they have to go 7-2 or better because of RPI. Their RPI is going to be really low because Central, North, and West are Central's tier 4, North was tier 5, West is tier 6. But the good news for West, their last 6 games are at Brady Street Stadium. They don't leave Brady after mid-September.
That's an athletic director's dream.
Yeah, and I mean, granted, two of them are road games technically
understand that, yeah.
with Central and North, but their last 6 are at Brady.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
so they
great.
and two of the Thursday night games are against Hempstead Senior. They have a Saturday night game against Moline. The only problem is those 2 Thursday night games. There's not going to be much in the visiting section because Hempstead and Senior really don't travel, and they won't travel on Thursday nights.
No, not on Thursday night. Not all the way. They're not coming down the highway for that, Highway 61. But no, going back to it, the schedule. It's a 1-year schedule right now.
Right.
We don't know where it is, and why not? You don't know if things are going to change with the state and what they're going to do. But heck, we don't right now. We don't even know if they're going to have a sport.
Yeah, I don't like the changing of groups because you take away the district champion. You take away the value of a conference or district championship.
I don't like the district.
And in this group, you don't even play everyone in your own group. And so, how do you have a group championship? How do you buy in to say, hey, we've struggled at the early start of the season, but we still have that district championship is still out there. That's our way to the playoffs. Now you got a team that's maybe 0-3 to start off the season. What do they really have to play for? Because they're not going to get into the playoffs with an 0-3 if they start 0-3 with the RPI. I mean, look at North last year. They had a 6-3 season, didn't get in because of RPI.
Well, we haven't even taken our second break, so we're going to actually
North was my team last year.
Going into the end of the second hour. We're gonna have to do that. It's a nice day out. Sun might not be out, but the weather is nice, and it's a good idea if you want to get
Sun's
out.
out, guns out.
If
though.
you'd like to do be active, I suggest you guys go up to Hidden Hills at 4335 Indian Avenue in Bettendorf.
Or Hidden Leah's.
Hidden Hills, go to hiddenhills-golf.com, and you guys know what it is, just north of TBK, Middle Road and I-80. You can check out their rates there. Obviously, there's certain ways to play, either walking or one per cart. They suggest a 5-foot gimme. But these are all things to do during this time of social distancing. But get out, walk, get the kids to play. Teach them a new game. It's one of the few things you can do because you can't go to the park, you can't go to the playgrounds anymore. And
well, that's kind of a smart thing, though.
No, I agree. The thing is, again, going back to we'll bookend this. Just make smart decisions. You don't need to go out and play pickup basketball because we don't want our city workers to have to take down basketball hoops.
Oh, here's
Stop
the deal,
making
though.
the job
I'm
harder for
watching
anyone
kids
else.
in my neighborhood
You don't need hoops.
play
All
pickup
you need is a
pickup
ring.
hoops. I'm seeing kids
Boy,
in my
I grew
neighborhood
up
play hoops,
poor.
and
We
they're
know how to
all like
play.
coming from the same house, and they're playing 2-on-2, 3-on-3. I don't have so much of a problem with kids out there playing pickup.
Okay, what about one-on-one?
Yes.
No, I mean, like, if you invite somebody over and you play one-on-one.
Just do it on your driveway. Just stop going to the parks.
Don't
and
do
make
it in your driveway. You'll get arrested.
No, you won't.
No.
So
I'm not talking about that kind of one-on-one.
Yeah. All right. Hey, Stocking.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
No problem.
For coming in. And again, before April 13th, the door's open. This is a lot of fun.
We'll see. Well, if we go on beyond April 13th, I might be able to stop in there.
Which I'm pretty sure you will. But yeah, let's do this again. Tomorrow we're gonna have AC Earl in.
In the studio?
Yeah. For the full 2 hours.
You know what? I can't be here tomorrow, guys.
Okay.
Look how easy he was like, all right, bye. Bye,
No,
Mom,
not
bye.
not at all. I'm just like, okay, I understand that people have things to do. I don't go like,
No, I can't.
what?
I have my kids all day tomorrow, so I cannot.
All right. Well, Monday then, Bomber, we'll see you.
You can come over later. I mean, after the fact.
All right. We'll see you guys later. You guys have a hassle-free Thursday. We will see you soon. Thanks so much for
Take care,
tuning
you cats and kittens.
Love, peace, and chicken grease.
Stockpile out, right, Zach?
Yep. Stockpile says so long, everybody.